What up, guys? Fruit Punch Saber here. Dude, 20 years. 20 years. And it got, I don't even know I got the patch. People said the patch got released. I don't know what the hell they see it at. Or it might be like region base. Oh, I guess we'll play it. We'll find out. Dude, it's like 7.26. What's really awesome is this game is top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Top 10. Oh, dude, top 10 top sellers on Steam. Yeah, let's go. Visual novels. All right, that's awesome. We beat things like, oh, what the heck? Hey, what happened to that titty game? I don't remember. They were showing mad hentai on Steam. It went away. Does it know I'm streaming? That's how it goes? I don't know. That's weird. There was a lot of porn on Steam. All right, whatever. But yeah, while that's downloading, I don't know if the patch is installed. Basically, oh my god, the seller up. Basically, it's a randomizer. The background is different. The sprites are out of hand. Yeah, they got Saber name wrong. Well, that's to be expected. To be honest, I said this a lot. Every time there's a Type Moon official translation, my bar is this low. I don't expect it to be good. I actually don't expect to rely on it, to be honest. Right? I think the fan translation is always far superior when it comes to Type Moon. Main reason, Saber name isn't Autoria. Like, the only franchise that did Autoria is probably Fate Extra. I don't know about Fate Grand Order. I don't think Fate Grand Order. Man, look at it. This is it, man. It's over, bro. How it feels, sprite mix up, randomized glitches, Autoria name change. But I'm ready to go to this Ilia Hell though. That seems pretty funny if I can get to that. We'll see. But people said that holy crap. What's it new? That's hot. People said that it's whatever. Holy crap. Dude. It's that thicker end. Let's see. They said that see, it's a patch, right? Wednesday, August 7th. Is this what the heck? Is it up? Am I still downloading? Okay. Community hub. Hey, why is it still downloading? Downloads? Oh, jump scare. Okay. Press back. Information to update. 5:08 p.m. The problem of incorrect screen display in English has been corrected. What? Oh my god. What? What about the we have confirmed there's currently a problem with the English version? They fixed the screen display. That's it? That's the update? Oh god. Oh, this is gonna be so funny. I mean, yeah, I guess it's gonna be so funny. Yeah, let's see. If it's glitchy, we'll play like maybe an hour or two and see how it goes. Just for funsy. And then we'll just wait till it gets fixed. The last disaster of a visual novel release that I remember is probably Rewrite. Right? For the English Global. They said that to fix this, you had to put your Japanese in Japanese. You gotta put your computer in Japanese local. That's how you fix the glitches and stuff. I'm not gonna do that. Right? I'll just wait for them to patch it up. I'm not really in a hurry to play this. But I am hoping to come across these glitches though. I think that would be quite interesting. So, this is my third time playing this, maybe. Oh, wow, okay. We're going straight to it. The tip of the sword was like a flash of lightning. A spearhead thrust to skewer the hearts. Even attempting to evade it was pointless. It was but a flash, too swift for human eyes to follow. And yet, moonlight swept in to save me from the strike that threatened to end me. Alright, let me see. Who is it? Is it Glitch? Let's find out. The sound was beautiful, like the tolling of the bell. No, truth be told, the sound hung over me, heavier than iron right. This beauty had little to do with aesthetics. The stark armor wrapped about her was like the frozen night itself. The ringing was not in itself pleasant. It was a sound of steel, but the night herself was beautiful enough to make it into the chiming of a bell. Damn! The volume is low. Are you my master? Oh! Damn! Oh, dude, is my fucking computer's in Japanese? I always forget to take it off a Japanese local. Is that why the glitches, or they really fixed the patch? I don't remember. Because the issue is sometimes I forget to put my computer not in Japanese. It messed me up because when I play online video games, I get paired with Asia lobby. I'm like, this sucks. What the hell? And I do play a lot of visual novels, so whatever. But yeah, they said that that's one of the fixes. You gotta set your computer to Japanese. Alright, so this one. Damn, this looks good. Hey, how you do the vocals? Let's see. Oh! Bill Bong, what's up? Appreciate the sub.
Anata ga watashi no mastaka?
Anata ga watashi no mastaka. My bad, bro. I should have put her in Japanese. I didn't put her in Japanese anymore. Anata ga watashi no mastaka. What was it doing? Sound. Master volume is 100. Yo, these are very low. Let's do 80. 100. 80. System? What system sound? %25 though. Lower BGM while voices plays on. Stop voices when advancing off. Mel? Is this is he muted? Oh. Hey, why is it 50 though? Yeah. I like that. We needed 100. Why is it at 50? Why is everyone at 50? I don't like the settings. Weird. Autosave? Damn, autosave scumbags. No. Save date before date changes? No. Let's see. How you do instant? Displays text for unread. Yeah, dude. 0. Dude, look at the menu though. Oh, I haven't played the PSP version yet. This looks like Tsukihime, doesn't it? Ooh. Oh, this feels like a game. Oh shoot. You know, my first experience of Fate Stay Night was, let me see. I downloaded, it took me a week to download the game. Well, no, it didn't take me a week. I got it from, it's a really old website. I forgot what's that website called. And then I downloaded the English patch, and then I had to download a converter because I wanted to play on the tablet. And then it took me a week to convert it to the tablet. And then, you know, after jumping through many hoops, I finally got it to work. That shit was so old school though. It did not look this nice. This is way nicer looking. Her voice resonating in the darkness. This looks pretty good too.
あなたの運命は私と共にある。ここに契約は完了した。
Dang, dude. Since this is the reality noir version or whatever, probably no H scene. How are they gonna replace the legendary threesome? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't, then it's a spoiler. You don't even have to know what it means. Just don't Google it. Fate legendary threesome. Don't do it. Just as she chose to serve me. I'm sure in that moment, I swore to save her. The moonlight cut through the darkness. As if an imitation of the night, the storehouse regained its former calm. Time had stopped. Vision before me had lasted less than a second. That as it may. I will always remember the sight of her, as clearly as if it were still happening now, even if I fall into the depth of hell. The faint slant of her profile. Her serene, divinely green eyes. For a moment, time stopped, and her silhouette, draped in blue, swayed in the wind. I was struck by the pale blue glow. Her hair as foamed as golden thread is bathed in moonlight. No! How you do this? How you do this? What's the control? What's the control? What's the controls? How you hide text? Hide window? What the hell is a B? Can you not hide text on keyboard? Text. Move cursor at the bottom of the screen. Oh, that's tight. Damn, dude, the most iconic scene. Are you my master? Bathed in the moonlight in the tool shed. Shit on the floor, Saber standing up looking at him. Alright. Fate. Alright, this game's tight. This happened 10 years ago. I see someone who takes me back. He's tall with chiseled features. I never known him to crack a joke. He ruffles my hair affectionately. No, that's not what this is. It's more like he's gasping my head and working it like a stubborn jar lid. Maybe he doesn't know how to control his strength. That's only to be expected. Only played Face Day Night visual novel twice. Just a little bit of my background. And I never played reality noir. If this is the reality noir version, this will be the first for me. It's the first time he ever done something like this. Oh, we're at Tohsaka. It's time for me to leave. You know what to do next. I answered yes in a somber voice. He nodded once, withdrew his hand, and stood up. That's all. Had I known this would be the last time we would ever see each other, I would have done my best to make him laugh with a perfect joke. I've been practicing punchline in private, in the hopes to finally seeing a smile crack that stony face. If I have one regret, it's that I never got to tell him any of my jokes. Get the association in your depth before you become an adult. Any decision after that, I'll leave up to you. I'm sure we'll manage on your own. So he said, but I bet he was worried about me. Is this Kotomine in Tohsaka? Probably. He told me about our family heirloom jewels, the gem passed down to us from our grandmaster, and not to mention the underground workshop. It was a rapid-fire course of subjects he'd never taught me before. Even as a child, I realized that he would probably never come home again. Talk about her dad? Let's talk about her dad. There was a war. Not a war between countries, but between people. But in this war, there were only 7 combatants. It might not seem fitting to call it a war, but having mages involved changes things. 7 mages with different factions competed, but I wasn't sure why. They killed each other using methods I don't really understand. One of them was the man in front of me. I meant that he would kill, and he'd eventually be killed. I'm sure he felt the ticking of his life clock even more keenly than I did. Rin, before long, the Holy Grail will appear. It is the duty of the Tohsakas to obtain it, but above all, it is the path we are destined to walk as mages. And with that, he ruffled my hair one last time and left. I never saw him again. My father slash teacher was one of the masters who participated in the Holy Grail War. He never came home.
いってらっしゃいませ、お父様。
Okay. Hey, how can we make all this sounds, you know, 100%? Voices should be 100%. It's so dumb, dude. What the heck? Just make all of them 100%. Ah, man. You gotta do it manually. Hey, that's annoying. Why they be doing this to me? Alright. I bid him farewell, as a well-behaved daughter should. I knew I was on the verge of tears, but I didn't let them show. I loved him. He was a great father and an even greater mage. Mages are stubborn people. As far as I knew, there wasn't a more upstanding man in the whole world. As my instructor, he trained me. As my father, he loved me. So I decided I'd set the things he left for me and chose my own path. Ren, before long, the Holy Grail will appear. It is the duty of the Tohsaka to attain it, but above all, it is the path we are destined to walk as mages. In the end, his final words for me was given as a mage, not a father. That's the moment I made up my mind.
よし、それじゃあ一つ気合い入れて一人前になりますか。
It's only natural for an apprentice to live up to a master's hope. That's how I, Ren Tohsaka, grew up after experiencing life twists and turns. It's been 10 years since my father went off to war. I wouldn't say I've been looking forward to this day, but I am a bit on edge. That goes without saying, after all. That moment which was burned into my memory 10 years ago will soon be upon me again. Oh, what the hell? No, don't go. Look at young Tohsaka outfit. Kind of reminds me of Saber. No way, right? Nah. If I remember correctly, a little bit of spoilers. Isn't that really like game-changing spoiler? But the Saber outfit is Tohsaka birthday present that she got from Kotamine. So it's not the same outfit. That'd be pretty dumb and funny. That means Saber's really short. That was the same outfit. I hear something. Okay. The noise doesn't stop. It's such an infernal racket. It's almost as if it's here to avenge my father. Damn, dude. Her signature Mo. I wish it just let me sleep a bit more. In fact, it should. I stayed up into the early hours deciphering my father's will. I used a hell of a lot of magical energy to do it. I'm totally exhausted, body and mind. The alarm clock is deaf to my complaints. The kind of machine make a noise that seems like its sole purpose is to remind you that you're late. True, but there's still a time and place for everything. No matter how much of an overachiever I am, I should try to make it to school on time at least for today, if only slightly.
そうそう。あらかじめ30分ずらして目覚ましをセットしたんだから、あと30分は眠れるはず。
You know, I never realized this. I never asked this question. Because she lived alone in this mansion, I always questioned this in Tsukihime too, right? And the Tsukihime OG original, right? The only people that lived in that mansion was Shiki, Akiya, Hisue, and Kohaku. In the remake, they added a lot more people, but I mean, there's still only two maids that clean the whole mansion, which is Kohaku and Hisue. Did they add a third maid? I don't think so. I don't remember in the remake. Now, you know, fast forward, we're playing Fate Stay Night. Who the hell cleans Tohsaka Mansion, dude? What the hell? Why is it so clean? You think she cleaned it? No freaking way she cleaned it. I don't believe it. Maybe she used magic. Doesn't that sound off?
30分ずらして。
I peer at the alarm clock through sleep-heavy eyelids. The hand points to 7 o'clock on the dot. I usually get up at 6:30, which means I completely use up my safety margin. Speaking of which, why is my brain so slow in the morning? I glare at the alarm clock for several seconds. I shut off the alarm and climbed sluggishly out of bed. Hey, we should make the that alarm clock was low. I don't know about you guys. We should do sound effect 100%. Do that. You can jump. Okay. And you can play this. Alright. Yeah, I like 100% though. I like noises. The morning chill bites at me as I cross the hallway and enter the parlor. This is the final 7 o'clock a.m. in January. Winter and Fuyuki are relatively warm, but the morning here are cold as anywhere. Even at home, my breath mists white. It's that much colder without anyone else living here. I turn the heater on and go wash up. Single living is so inconveniently at times like these. Ah man, I don't like that function. You have to go down like this. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Tono Mansion. I don't know why. Maybe they're both Western style. Is there someone else here to wake up before me? Then the parlor would already be heated. I wash my face at the sink. I run a brush through my long hair and get dressed. A chilly morning in a frigid bathroom. The only thing to be said for me for it is that the cold water mercilessly beats the sleepiness from me. With a final tug on the ribbon on my collar, I finish getting dressed. All that's left is to have breakfast and go to school. The clock reads just past 7, so my morning rush feels a bit anticlimactic. I didn't know she talked to herself a lot. You know, I do that too. Of course, I never do anything so uncouth as sprinting to school. The Tohsaka family motto dictates that we conduct ourselves with confidence and elegance at all times. My ancestors must have been some high and mighty aristocrats, if that's what we're taught through the generations. The anachronistic mansion I live in is proof enough of that. Plus, the Tohsakas are a line of spell weavers who practice that is known as magecraft. We're not just an old family. We have an admirably storied history. I like this one. In fact, I literally can't talk about it. The truth is, I'm a mage. Who could I even brag about that to? As the name suggests, magecraft is what most normal people would see as magic. It sounds like some supernatural woo-woo, and if you like to think of it as just wiggling your fingers saying abracadabra, that's fine too. Just think of us as people who chant weird words and make equally weird stuff happen. That said, we don't fly around on broomsticks, we don't shoot stars out of wands either. We can do things kinda like that, but there's no point, so we don't. We're pretty much heretics who lurks in the shadows of society. We're not allowed to draw attention to ourselves, and anyone who has the time for that kind of thing would rather spend on it on their research. Ordinary humans might call us magicians, but that would be wrong. In fact, there are only 5 magicians in the whole world. Magicians are what we call people who can do something no one else can. They can accomplish feats beyond the means of modern science and perform genuine miracles. Similarly, magic is the label we use for mystics. Magical mysteries. That can't be realized without any amount of time or skill. You know, when I first played Fate Stay Night, I did not read Tsukihime. I did not do Garden Centers. I didn't know about Alco, bro. I didn't know about any of it. Same thing with my second time playing it. Second time playing Fate Stay Night, I still haven't got through the Type Moon series, right? Only got more familiar myself with the Fate series. Now that I already played OG, remake, a little bit of Mihoyo, right? Damn, dude. Yeah, it's all connecting. While magecraft, though it looks mysterious, is something anyone can do with enough time and resources. I'm a mage, and the kind of mystics I use are merely magecraft, not true magic. Confusing, I know, but that's how it works. Also, modern civilization don't accept the existence of mages. We believe in, manipulate, and study things that can't be measured, which put us at odds with modern society. Above all, there's no point to any of what we do. You'd be so much happier just going off to the normal school and becoming a normal adult than you would studying magecraft. Human technology have accomplished great things. For the last few centuries, magecraft have been playing catch-up to the progress of civilization. Nothing is impossible for humanity anymore. Miracles that could only be realized through magecraft in the distant past have been reduced to common tools and appliances. Even so, magecraft does have its benefits. Just as there are some things only science can accomplish, there are main heights only mystics can reach. As science is racing into the future, the mages are racing into the past. I think the Tohsaka Grandmaster said that. Ding dude! Magical index. Science and magic. Then the music just cuts off. That's it? What? The music cuts off, it doesn't loop? Hello? Music? Hello? What the hell? Whether you're heading into the past or the future, your destination is the same. 0 or something like that. We can shelve the different topics for now. Philosophies for the elderly. Oh, maybe that was supposed to cut off. Oh, it's this song too! Oh, let me see if it's the way I remember it. This song. I don't remember the song name, but I always call this like the Emiya household. Because this is the song you hear mostly when you wake up in the morning, I guess. Damn, the Emiya household. Let me see if they still got it. Nah, messed up. There we go. Oh, yeah! Yeah, that's the whole point of me doing this remaster playthrough, dude. This is just fucking nostalgia factor. This is just huge nostalgia factor. Damn, it feels good. Something you can't really get from the anime, I don't think. I don't know about the Studio Dean version, but Unfoldable OST is like, man, it's like different. It's super different. They got some OG visual novel OST, but they remix it a lot. I finished my breakfast and pick up my bag. Dang, I like Tohsaka. I'm reluctant to take something so valuable to school, but it would be a waste to leave it behind. One could even say it is, or an entirely different level. I attained this gem after decoding my father's will last night. It's imbued with 10 years worth of my own magical energy. I've been told that the Tohsaka family has heirloom jewel passed down since the olden days, and this might be one of them. Tohsaka mages specialize at a conversion and flow of power. We channel our magical energy into precious gems whenever we have a spare moment. Simply put, I'm the gun and the jewels are bullets. The other main thing I inherited from my father are the magic crests engraved on my left arm. The magic crest is proof that I'm the heir to the lineage. It's like all the techniques of the Tohsaka dense into a tattoo. For now, I stole my pendant, my father's keepsake, in a pocket. Nice trump card, Tohsaka. That's how nice she is, though, right? Oh, that's how much she, See, now, here's the thing. Do I get to spoiler territory? Maybe I shouldn't say it until it actually happened. Yeah, let's do that. It's 7:30. I better leave soon if I don't want to be late for school. Alright, what's the OSC for this one? Alright, what she said? Is that real words? Sounds like it. I weave energy into a brief foreign phrase. As a mage, I can't neglect the security of my home base. That still applies even if I never had so much as a single burglar, lost child, or stray cat wandered into my home. Actually, I don't think the neighbors had ever even come over to say hello.
別にいいけどね。野良猫でさえ入ってこないってどういうことよ。
I look up at the mansion that's been my home for over a decade. Fuyuki is a strange city. One side of the intersection dividing the residential area is filled with old samurai estates, while the side I'm on has an abundance of mansions built like European style. Apparently a whole bunch of foreign families immigrated here long ago, but I never seen a single foreigner around. There's even a cemetery of foreigners in Shinto, a new part of the city, across the river, but it was built for the generation that immigrated here.
日本の土が合わなかったのかな。
I make a mental note to ask the priest about it next time I visit the church. He's nothing if not full of boring trivia for sure. I don't remember how it looks. Right? Which drink do I want? Let's go for plain water. That tastes good. I don't know how much of this is a remastered. Something feels off as soon as I step outside.
なんだろう。思ったより静かなんですけど。
There's no trace of the typical morning bustle. At 7:30 in the morning, there would normally be students and workers on their daily commutes.
まあ、こういう日もあるか。
Maybe everyone slept in. It's unusually cold today, so everyone must be snuggled up in bed.
はあ、けどさすがに。
Even if that were true, it's strange that there isn't a single student on the street. At this time of day, you expect to see at least a school uniform or two. And yet, from where I'm standing at the school gate, it looks like morning club activities are just starting up, which can only mean...
あれ、Tohsaka? 今朝は一段と早いのね。
I
やっ
knew it.
ぱりそうきたか。
With a light sigh, I turned to face the student who called out to me.
おはよう。今日も寒いね、こりゃ。
The girl who addressed me so casually is Ayako Misuzuri. She's my classmate in 2A, and she has quite a history.
おはよう、三辻さん。つかぬことを聞くけど、今何時だかわかる？
It's like 6 a.m., right?
何時って7時前じゃない。Tohsaka寝ぼけてる？
She raised her hand in front of my face, as if to ask if anybody's home. Ayako is one of the few friends, and she knows I'm not a morning person. She's probably figured out by now that I'm still not completely with it.
うちの時計1時間早かったみたい。
Yep.
しかも軒並み。目覚まし時計はおろか、柱時計まできっかり早まってた。
What's going on here? Father must have set the clock to go haywire once I took the pendant out of the underground cellar.
Tohsaka?
気にしないで。
おう。
別に大したことじゃないから。それより、三辻さんは今日も朝練？
It's like first person mode. Never mind me, I have to do this. Man, this is so annoying to do. But where is she at? She's low. Fix.
ええ、弓道部は問題児も多いし、うまいのが一人減ったからね。4月の新入生獲得のために少しぐらいは見栄えを良くしとかないと。
そう。気苦労が絶えないのね、相変わらず。
他人事だからって言ってくれるわ。あ、ついでだから見ていく？
You know what I want to
Tohsakaが
see?
見学する分には男どもも喜ぶ
She
けど。
doesn't have a sprite? I don't know. Was she in an anime? You know what I want to see? I want to see Shido boss or manager. The daughter manager. Or whatever, bro. You know what I'm talking about. The part-timer. Or Shido, you work that part-time. Oh, no. I just want to see what she looks like.
弓道部か。
I'm acquainted with 3 of its members. One is Ayako, the girl I'm talking to now. I barely ever speak to the other 2. Of those latter 2, there's one that I actually can't explain away as simply an acquaintance. She's talking about Sakura. I became friends with Ayako, the club captain, because I've been watching the club from afar.
そうね。様子を見る
The
だけなら
other
付き合う
member
わ。
is probably Shido.
早く来すぎたからやることもないし。
よし、じゃあ善は急げ。早速行こう。
One of our school trademark is well-equipped archery range. The chair of the school board has a passion for Kyudo. Traditional Japanese archery. So they built a magnificent range on campus. It's kind of a waste for a high school club, to be honest.
ほらほら、まだ開始まで時間があるし、中でお茶しようぜ、遠坂。
Ayako tugs on my arm, looking somewhat pleased. If I'm being honest, her brusque way of speaking is a bad habit. As Ayako said, there's no one else at the range. We sip Japanese tea that's so hot it numbs my tongue as we prepare ahead for today's classes. The hot drink is delicious in a quiet wintry archery range.
さて、単刀直入に聞くけど、そっちの調子はどうなのよ、遠坂。いい加減頼りになる相棒は見つかった？
Aibo. And she used the occasion to ask me something completely ridiculous.
ほんと、いきなり本題に入るのね、あなたは。その言いぶりだと、そっちはもう見つけたんだ。
ノーコメント。遠坂が手を沸かすまではこっちも秘密さ。で、どうなのよ。その疲れた顔を見ると脈ありって感じだけど。
こっちもノーコメント。ってあなたに隠してもどうせ見抜かれるか。残念ながらこっちはまだよ。綾子の方はお互いのんびりしてる余裕はないはずだけど。
そうなんだけど、私も雲行きは怪しいわ。とりあえず取り繕うことはできるけど、ことがことでしょ。この先の命運がかかってるんだから妥協するわけにもいかないし。
勝手に決めて私に負けるのも嫌？
もちろん。私にとって重要なのはあんたを任すことだもの。何が手に入るとか何を手に入れるとかは二の次よ。
She chuckles confidently.
似た者同士ね、私たち。
ええ、初めて会った時に言ったでしょ。あんたとはそういう関係にあるんだって。
Dang, dude. It reminds me talking to her. You know what it reminds me of? Fate Hollow Interaxia, or whatever you call it. Remember how they start that visual novel? Dude, that's getting an English localization too, right? Should I spoil that? It's not really a spoiler. It's a spoiler. Yeah, let me do it. I already started it. They start out the visual novel with a sleepover or something like that, right? They were telling horror stories. That shit was funny. It was so confused too. I was like, what the heck? Am I reading? Is this really Fate? Because it's like completely different characters, completely different vibe. It was telling horror stories. It was funny. Man, I can't wait for Hollow Interaxia. That would be really cool. She did, didn't she? Kill or be killed. I'm sure that's how it beat between the two of us. I'm genuinely surprised to have someone say that right off the bat. Translation? Our friendship won't bloom unless we're constantly trading blows. Is what Ayako is getting at. I agree with her. In the 2 years since then, I still haven't figured out whether she's my friend or my nemesis.
ところでさ、私たちなんでこんな話してるんだっけ？
She started it.
なんでって言い出したのは遠坂でしょ。
What the fuck?
あんたがいつまでも彼氏がいないのは女としてどうよなんてこぼすもんだから。なら3年になる前にどっちが先に男作るかって勝負になったんじゃない。
Damn, Tohsaka said that. Typical tsundere action.
ああ、そうだった。売り言葉に買い言葉ってやつだった。で、遅れを取った方が1日言いなりになるんだっけ？
ええ、今時子供でも交わさない約束だけど、あんたと私に限って往生際が悪いってことはないでしょ。
Hey, how come they don't follow up after the ending of Unlimited Blade Works on this? I feel like they forget about this promise because I forget about this too.
どんな結果になろうと、負けた方はおとなしく勝者に従うことになる。それを思うと私は今から楽しみで楽しみで。
Ayako snickers in delight. My goodness. Ayako misses Yuri is, to put it mildly, a handful. I'll admit I'm looking forward to winning myself, so that goes for us both.
そうけど三つさん、楽しむのは結構だけど目的をたがえないよう気をつけなさい。勝負の内容は後先だけじゃないでしょ。
分かってるって。遠坂より早く遠坂が心底羨ましがるような関係にならないと完全勝利とは言えないからね。まあ私たちにとってはそれが一番厄介な問題なんだが、どんなにいい男だろうと好きになれなきゃ意味がない。
Ayuko's sigh is heavy. From what I heard, she's known of a bit of a misandrous. I don't know what that means. Siri, what is misandrous? Okay, she told me something completely different. What is misandrous meaning? Come on, Duck, you got this. One who hates men? Holy shit! Misandrous? What's this one called? Misogynist? Misogynist. 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 Opposite of a misogynist. Damn. She's a man hater. Alright. Can't put too much stock in gossip though. That she made this bet at all means less that she just doesn't like boys and more that she hasn't found the right person. That aside.
ちょっと、私たちって何よ、私たちって。
Not like such.
断っておきますけど、私はそっちと違って冷血感じゃありません。男の子を好きになるなんて問題でも何でもないわ。
ああ、それ嘘。もしくは気づいていないだけ。遠坂が男を気にかけるなんてことは絶対ないもの。今まで数えきれないぐらい告白されたくせに一つも色良い返事してないじゃない。少しでも興味があるなら付き合おうって思うでしょ。なのに断り続けるってことはあんたは男に興味がないってことよ。
Maybe she got someone she likes already.
発想が貧困ね。その場合、すでに好きな相手がいるから断ってるって話もありじゃない？
うわ、すっごい美談。いいね、そういうの。ロマンだな。
Ayuko's tone isn't mocking. She nods sullenly. Her sigh tells me that it would be nice if it were true. I don't believe myself. I really can't hide anything from her.
そうね。私もそう思う。
She's right. I know very well how cold I am.
認めるわ。私、こと恋愛に関しては素人みたい。
そういうこと。似た者同士だって言ったの。
Oh my god. I don't want to talk about it. I guess I'll talk about it. You know what? I just remember when she said that. I remember the Tohsaka H scene. Fuck. I remember the legendary Fate. The legendary Fate 3 song. I remember so much. Oh my god. Tohsaka's the only heroine with H scene throughout 3 routes, right? She has an H scene in Fate route. She has an H scene in Unlimited Blade Works. And she has an H scene in fucking Evansville. Dude, she has an H scene 3 routes. The only heroine to do that.
もうじき7時か。秘密の話はこの辺にしとこう。いつ人がやってくるかわからないし、 朝になったら学生らしく振る舞わないとな。
まあ三辻さんにもそういう世間体があったなんて意外だわ。ええ、これだけでも早起きした甲斐があったみたい。
ふん、あんたほど筋金入ってないけどね。私の世間体なんて遠坂凛に比べたら灯籠の斧ってもんよ。あんたの猫っかぶりは擬態っていうより別人格のレベルよ。別人格。
Aiko sniffs exaggerately. Empty the rest of the teacup she poured me and brew a new pot.
で、遠坂はどうして部活に入らないのよ。
Oh, this sounds different.
運動神経がないなんてざれ言は聞かないからね。私は去年の体力測定でことごとくあんたに負けたのまだ恨んでるんだから。
Hey, this is different from what I'm used to. This is different from what I'm used to. Like I said, I never played reality noir, so I don't know if this is the reality noir OSC. I'm more used to the original, so. Man, Tohsaka probably cheated. Nah, she wouldn't cheat. Tohsaka is not the type of person that cheats with magic, because she's too much of a prideful girl. She did everything legit.
あら、肺活量では三辻さんに負けたわよ、私。あと、体重も三辻さんのが上だったけど。
And Tohsaka's pure muscles.
やったー、重さで3キロ上回ったって体重で勝っても嬉しくないってのよ、このタヌキ。
Tanuki. Damn. Aiko slaps the table.
危ない。お茶がこぼれるでしょ、三辻さん。首相なんだから道場は大事になさい。
うるさい。私は首相である前に遠坂のライバルだ。
Yeah.
部員がいなけりゃあんたに食ってかかるのは当然よ。
Aiko side-eyes me with a huff. She has a unique idea of beauty. A beautiful woman must walk the martial path. She always going on about that. Not surprisingly, she's well versed in most martial arts. Kyudo was a discipline she was least skilled at, so she joined the club and worked her way up to captain. She probably is one of the top 3 people in our school you least want to mess with.
あら、
Dang, she knows a lot of
部員
martial
がいな
arts.
ければ首相じゃないなんて問題発言じゃないそれ。
問題発言なもんですか。私はお飾りの首相だから、できることって言ったら不良部員を取り締まることだけよ。私以上にしゃがりっぱなやつがいるんだから、首相としての面目なんてないわ。
そうなの？藤村先生、三辻さんは飛び抜けてうまいって言ってたけど。
Fujimura sensei.
あの人がそう言うんなら、そりゃ少しは自信が持てるけど、まあいなくなっちまったやつのことなんて考えても仕方ないか。
Damn shitto.
そうね。藤村先生がそう言ってくれたんなら、真面目に首相やんないとまずいか。
そうそう。噂をすれば影。そろそろ部員がやってくる頃でしょ。私はおいとまするけど、三辻さんはきちんと首相になりなさい。
何？見ていかないの？シャ。
見てもわからないもの。遠くから眺める分にはいいけどね。不心得者が道場にいるわけにはいかないでしょ。
Just as I get up to lead, the first club member began entering the archery range.
おはようござ
Sakura.
います首相。
Alright. New character unlocked. Yo, this is like a Pokemon. Oh, it is like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. Hey, can you repeat that again, Sakura?
おはようございます首相。
Shisho.
ああ、おはようマト。今朝は一人？
はい。力になれず申し訳ありません。
Named Shinji.
ああ、いいっていいって。本人が弓をやらないって言うんなら、無理をさせても仕方
I
がない。
didn't know Shinji was in an archery club. Maybe that's what Tohsaka means by 3. Because Shiro's not in there anymore. Ayako speaks to the first club member to arrive.
それじゃあ失礼するわ。また後でね、三辻さん。
Alright, you think Sakura's gonna look at Tohsaka? I guess she's technically looking at Tohsaka right now because of the spray.
ああ、また後でね、登坂。
お疲れ様です、登坂先輩。
Senpai. Damn.
ありがとう。さくらもしっかりね。
Damn, this scene hits harder, cause you know. I'll leave the dojo behind so as not to get in the way.
いやあ、登坂。おはよう。朝から君に会えるなんて
Damn,
つい
dude.
てるな。
You know, I can't lie. They get Shinji a great VA. His VA is so awesome. Shinji's not awesome though. Oh no. And here comes the person I least wanted to see.
おはよう、マトくん。今日は早いのね。
当たり前だろ。首相なんだから。早めに来ないと1年に示しがつかないじゃないか。
Shinji Matao from Class 2C grins at me. He's the vice captain of the Kyoto Club and darling of half the girls at school. It's mostly thanks to his looks, of course, but he also admired for his good grades, social graces, being kind to girls, and being an overall heartthrob, or something like that. Dude, that's some bullshit. Being kind to girls. We never saw that. I don't remember seeing that shit. I really don't follow that kind of stuff. It's just what I hear my classmates says.
そう。ご機嫌なところ悪いんだけど、一文字抜けてるわ、マトくん。大事な字だから忘れない方がいいと思うけど。
Damn, what he said. I'm the captain, so I need to send. Oh.
一文字抜けてるって
Vice
何
captain.
がさ。
幸福の福。字は違うけど響きは一緒でしょ、副首相さん。気をつけなさい。別に首相も副首相も変わらないけど、変に意識するとこだわってるみたいに聞こえるでしょ。
そうだね。今後は気をつける。ありがとう、登坂。
Damn, dude, they give him a really good
お礼
VA.
を言われるようなことはしてないけど、まあマト君がそう思ったのなら私には関係ないか。
But that I tend to leave the range.
ちょっと待てよ。見学に来たんだろ。なら見ていけばいいじゃないか。
Oh,
登坂なら大歓迎だよ。
yeah, we gotta. I guess we gotta buff Shinji. Did I buff Shinji? Okay, I did already. Okay, they got like 4 Pokemons.
遠慮するわ。練習の邪魔をしたくないもの。
そんなの構わないよ。他の連中が気に障るんなら締め出すからさ。ちょっと寄っていけって。
だから邪魔をする気はないって言ってるでしょ。それに私別に弓道に興味があるわけじゃないから。知らないやつのシャを見ても嬉しくないわ。
ん？なんだよ登坂。弓道に興味はなかったのか。へえ。だっていうのに放課後になると遠くから見てたのはそういうわけかな。
I don't know what he's playing at, but he seems to have seriously misunderstood things.
なんだ、知ってたの、マト君。
ああ、よく目があったんだぜ。僕と登坂。シャを終えてさ、斬新の時に限って登坂は僕を見ていたろ。声を返したかったけど、一応決まりでね。車上では声を上げちゃいけないんだ。
Shinji started closing in on me, looking pleased with himself. I see a triumphant glint in his eyes, competing with that affable smile.
勘違いしてたよ。登坂は弓が好きなんだと思ってたけど、弓道には興味がないんだろ。ならなんで登坂は道場を見ていたのかな。
Ah, now I see. It would sound like that, wouldn't it?
離れてくれないかしら、マト君。私あまり人に近寄られるのは好きじゃないし、
なに遠坂？
呆れた。ここまで言ってもわからないのね。趣味じゃないけど仕方ないか。簡単にあなたにも理解できるように言ってあげる。
Oh fuck.
いい、マト君。私は弓道に興味がない以上にあなたに興味はないって言ってるのよ。実際あなたが車上にいたなんて今初めて知ったぐらいだし、きっとこれからも目に入らないわ。
なんだと？
Damn, dude, Shinji, if he was smooth, he would have been like, but you call me Vice Captain, so you do know I existed. Haha. But unfortunately, no. Maybe not unfortunately. Fortunately, he's not smooth. I must have touched a nerve because he tries to grab me roughly. I twist out of his reach and turn to leave. Tohsaka known like martial arts. Thanks to Kotomine, right? I saw her fighting and fuck, aka Fate Unlimited Codes.
それじゃあね、マト君。自意識過剰なのも結構だけど、ほどほどにしておいた方がいいわよ。
遠坂、お前。
Shinji sounds like he's about to say something, but he keeps his temper and doesn't chase after me. The guy's all style, no substance. If he had even a little backbone, the people around him would suffer nearly so much. Wouldn't suffer nearly so much. Alright, this is where we meet the best boy. I take the rear entrance into campus from the archery range. It's past 7 now, but there still aren't students in the hallways. Oh, Taiga!
トーサカさんだ。
Alright, that's close.
おはようございます、藤村先生。
I didn't know you meet her.
おはよう、トーサカさん。
Kai.
ちゃんと挨拶してくれて、先生は嬉しい
The
よ。
weep came out of me. Fuck. The weep came out of me. I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, I said it. She's cute, bro. Don't you think Taiga's cute? She's mad cute. Taiga's really cute, dude. I like Taiga. She's so happy. The strange woman pretends to sob in delight. It may be hard to believe, but this extraordinarily affectionate and happy-go-lucky woman is actually a teacher here.
先生、ちゃんと挨拶をする以外にする挨拶があるのでしょうか。
うん、あるわよ。1年生はちゃんと挨拶してくれるんだけどね、上級生になってくると私の名字で挨拶しないんだから。遠坂さんはああいう輩の真似しちゃダメだからね。
はあ、よくわかりませんけど、先生に失礼なことはしませんが。
よしよし。ああ、みんながみんな遠坂さんみたいだったらいいのにな。
A parting wave of see ya, Miss Fujimura. That's so hard to say. I would call it Taiga. Taiga leaves. Fortunately, she isn't my homeroom teacher. Taiga teaches English. Her sunny attitude belies her expert rank in Japanese fencing, kendo. In her student days, they called her the Fuyuki Taiga. That's the mystery, though. You'd think someone known as a tiger would be feared, not adored, right? Taiga cheerily heads off in the direction of the archery range. For some reason, she's the faculty advisor to the Kyudo Club instead of Kendo Club. It's just before 7:30. I can see students doing their club activities on the student grounds, but that's hardly anyone indoors. They fixed the bugs because someone you stream. The bug? I didn't even see the patch. They said the patch was for just a screen fix. So it might have been like a hidden patch, maybe. Like they just didn't like written that, oh, they fixed it. Maybe they didn't want to make it public or anything. It fixed the random sprites issues. So there goes the randomizer mod. Oh well. I was expecting to see 1,000 Ilios on my screen or something like that. Or maybe like a random Sella when calling her Tohsaka. A local issue. Yeah, for people that are using global PCs. You gotta set your computer to Japanese. I can see students doing their club activities on the school grounds, but just hardly anyone indoors. Except...
Tohsaka.
Alright, we got a new Pokemon. Let's see this. One thing I hate is I got manually do everyone 100. You can't set them to 100. Like, what the hell, bro? Let's see, did I put Taiga? Alright. Yeah, so you can't just do 100. You gotta wait till they get unlocked. Then you can do 100. Shido's unmuted. I haven't unlocked Shido yet. It won't let me unmute him. But I know about that already. See? Can't even like test him out yet. I gotta unlock him like a Pokemon. He always blurts out my name like I did something wrong every time he sees me.
あら、生徒会長。こんな朝早くから校舎の見回り？
The muted Shido?
それとも
That's
各部
weird.
室の手入れかしら？
I don't know why they did that.
どっちでもいいけど相変わらず
Because
そういう
unlike
とこ
the other visual novels they just recently released, right? Is like Tsukihime and Mihoyo. They didn't mute the pro tag. Tsukihime, they had fucking what's his name? Shiki. Shiki wasn't muted. And then they auto mute Shido. I'm like, what the fuck? Did they do that in Reality Noir? I never played the PSP version, but I doubt. I feel like they didn't do that. Even in the PSP version, they wouldn't do that. The PS2 version didn't do that. No way. It's like only the fucking remaster. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell? Why are they doing that now? Weird.
そういうお前こそ何を企んでい
So
る
many weird things.
部活動もしていないお前が
But
こ
this
んな
version,
早くに
let's
何の用か
say. It does look good though. I do like it. The way it looks. I like the new OSC. It's the OSC from Reality Noir. It's definitely not original. Because I still got the original OSC. It does not sound like the original.
ただの気まぐれよ。竜斗くんちみたいに早起きじゃないもの、私。
Reality Noir OSC. Alright. The student council president handsome face darkens with suspicion. He seems to have it out for me. I really don't know why. Maybe me saying tempos are so dull past is what started it.
一つ聞いておくが
Old
最
OSC.
近夜遅くまで校舎にい
The
たこ
old
とはあるか
OSC. It's good. But I don't think it's better than this one. I don't know why you want the old OSC. I remember there was one OSC. Let me see if I can do this real quick. You know there was one OSC I didn't like in the original. I actually dislike. Alright, let's see this real quick. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, okay. So, fuck. Let me remember. There was one I hated. There's one OSC I hate. Let's see if I can remember it. This one? Not that one. That one's Beast. No. What was it? I bet when I hear it, I'll instantly know which one I hated. Oh, that was it. Yeah, that was fucking Beast. Not that one though. Which one I hated? Ah, it's this one. This one sucked. This one happened in a couple of scenes too. I think it's like pretty much a regular when something fucked up happens. I guess that's the thing, because it sounds like, you know, if something fucked up happens, you want to be uncomfortable. So I guess it accomplished that. I do feel, I guess, uncomfortable. This OSC just sucked though. So if they replaced this, I wouldn't be mad. Let's see though. I think I remember which scenes had that still. So whenever they appears, I think the remix, there's no way it can get worse. It'll probably get better. Let's see though.
ないわね。私が帰宅部だって知ってるでしょ、竜斗くんは。
当然だ生徒会長を任された以上全校生徒の情報は把握している
そう。なら私に聞くまでもないでしょ。なんだってそんなことを
That
聞
was
くか
going
知
to be
らないけ
$40
ど。
bucks.
生徒会の仕事を部
I thought
外
it
者
was
に
going
押
to
し
be
付けちゃまずいんじゃない
$60. I'm not gonna lie. Everything's so damn expensive nowadays. So I thought, damn, they're gonna charge my ass $60. But it was like 27 USD. It's not bad. It was a lot less than I was expecting.
情報収集は一人で
I'm
やりな
glad
さ
they
いよ
didn't。charge me $60.
私みたいな部外者に頼らないで。
わけ。お前のどこが部外者だ。うちの会計の首根っこ掴んで悪さをしたのを知らぬと思ったが、このメギツネ。
あら、人聞きが悪いわね。
Great visual
あれは
novels.
三辻さんに頼まれて部費の割合を明らかにしただけでしょ。
Yeah, but the thing about Fate Stay Night is not 100-hour though. Fate Stay Night is short. It's one of the shorter visual novels, in my opinion. I think you could beat this in maybe 30, 40 hours. Because each rush is like 10 hours. It's only 3. And then Heavenfield is way shorter. It's like 6 hours. So it's like under 30 hours. Unless you're me, where you keep pausing. Then probably more than 30.
みんなの予算がどこに使われているか調べるなんて生徒として当然の行為だと思うけど。
But I like that, you know, I like that. 100-hour visual novels are kind of hard to play nowadays, to be honest. Especially when you have a full-time job. It took me a while to be a couple 100 hours visual novel. 5 on auto?
なんと。うちの会計を1週間休ませた精
Talking
神
about
的
just a
ダメージ
Tohsaka
は
POV.
当然の行為なのか。
What?
とんでもない倫理観をお持ちのようだな、相変わらず。
あなた
No
も
way
ね
that POV.
部
The
下の
Tohsaka
手伝いは
POV
ちゃんと
it should
見
be
てなさい。
5 hours. There's no way. It's a lot shorter.
文化系ばかりひいきするのはフェアじゃないわ。
分かっている。だからこそ俺の手で不正を正したかった
Unless
の
I'm
だが。
forgetting something. I don't remember it being that long. Oh, there goes our boy. Oh, this motherfucker's not voice. Damn it. Yeah, motherfucker auto default mute even when he's a fucking NPC? That's crazy. Whoa. You can back it up, which is nice.
伊勢、修理終わったぞ。
Damn, legendary. The only thing I know about his VA, Shido VA, that's Sasuke. At least Naruto Sasuke. Justin, an unexpected visitor make his presence known.
と、悪い。頼んだのはこっちなのに、エミヤに任せっきりにしてしまった。
Damn,
許
bro.
せ。
Fucking legendary name Emiya.
そんなこと気にするな。で、次はどこだよ。あんまり時間ないぞ。
ああ、次は視聴覚室だ。前から調子が悪かったそうなんだが、
You
この
know,
度ついに天寿を全うする。
never realized it. Man, they changed Shido. They changed Shido design so much. I think the closest design to the visual novel is Studio Dean. Studio Dean Shido is pretty close to that. Even UBW Shido looks so different. Not UBW. Unfoldable Shido, whatever.
天寿全うしてたら直せないだろ。買い直した方が早いぞ。
It's so... I haven't played the visual novel in like 10 years. Alright? I'm so used to all the new designs of Shido. And then coming back to this, I'm like, damn, this reminds me of Studio D. Kept it very close to the visual design. Even some of the CG is still screenshots. That's nice. But unfortunately, they don't get too... Well, I down talk it. Like, it's not popular, but it is like one of the first things that made Fate Stay Night popular. It's like one of the first roller coasters to shoot it up.
そうなんだが、一応見てくれると助かる。俺から見れば臨終だが、お前から見れば仮病かもしれん。
The UBW movie.
そうか。なら試そう。
I heard about that one. Never watched it though. Beckoned by the other students, the president leaves. I stopped thinking during the sudden turn of events. Another boy, wrench his screwdriver in hand, turned as if he remembered something.
朝早いんだな、遠坂。
Why does he fucking stand like that? Look at this fucking stance. Why is his legs so far apart from each other? Damn, bro. Dude got the arrow protagonist vibe. He had to stand like that of his mighty Excalibur hidden inside. Oh, it's not Excalibur, but... Was that supposed to be greeting? The president and the student called Emiya walked off into the distance. The director wanted to change stuff and basically ignore Nasu, while wanted to change too much, and so Type Moon said nope, we're taking fate elsewhere. And that's where they got to in Photobo. That's probably a really good decision. Studio Dean was really good. Right, but damn dude, let's be real. Damn, Photobo was so fucking good. You know, there's a lot of things I like Photobo did compared to the visual novel. Like, Heaven Feel, from memory, I like Heaven Feels the movie more than the visual novel. In the visual novel, I said this a lot, I didn't like Sakura. Maybe hate's a strong word. I disliked Sakura, right? I thought she was just like, I mean, come on, right? Another tragic heroine. She wasn't interesting, right? Like, Ilya was a better heroine than Sakura. Ilya played a better role than Sakura, to me, in Heaven's Feels. But then I saw the anime movie. I'm like, okay. And then they show more POV of Sakura, her downslope into madness. And then they got to the cannibal scene with Gilgamesh. I'm like, oh fuck. I think I'm starting to like this character. She's pretty good. And then they like the character evolution of Sakura. I feel like Unfootable did a really, really good job with Sakura for that movie. They made me like Sakura, which I never thought would happen. Yeah, the director of UBW movie, he fumbled horribly. Fumbled the bag. Because Fate turned out to be extremely, extremely popular. Pretty sure to follow Guardian Soul Blade. That would be Shiro Emiya from Class 2C.
それはいいんだけどさ。
How do I put it? The wrench looked right at home in his hands, but I'm not sure if it's because it makes him look tough or handy. Damn, she thought he looked tough with the wrench on his hand. Tohsaka. At 7:30 a.m., there's nobody else in classroom 2A. I take a seat at my desk and flip through my math workbook. There's still 30 minutes until morning homeroom. I got time to kill until my classmates start arriving. The classroom is lively as lunch break begins after fourth period. My school has a cafeteria, so only about half of the students stayed in the room. It's mostly girls that stayed behind. The girls think the cafeteria is a bit too liberal with the seasoning, so... Look at Tohsaka friends. She likes him. Yeah, of course Tohsaka likes him. She's the three heroines. I think... Uh-oh. Something's happened. Had to restart. Why is it like that? Weird. The Twitch ad was weird. It's okay. I don't think Tohsaka ever admit liking Shido though. I don't think I ever remember that. Even in her route, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember. We girls tend to enjoy our lunches as a group.
ありがとう、三枝さん。けどごめんなさい。私今日は学食なんです。今朝は寝過ごしてしまってお弁当を作る余裕がなかったものですから。あ、いや、そうなんですか。
Oh yeah, we gotta buffer up too.
そうとも知らず呼び止めてしまって。私余計なことしましたね。
Let's go fake. Now, you know what she gotta remind me of? This should remind me a little bit of Sasuke. Maybe they're both brunette. Sagasa looks guilty at her feet. Among the refined and well-behaved students of Class A, she's the most demure. For some reason, she's really nice to me. She does. And you know what's funny? I don't remember this character at all. Forgettable! I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding that I forgot about her. I will never forget about Sasuke though. I let her down as gently as I can and offer a genuine smile.
はい。でも、遠坂さんでも見過ごすことがあるん
The
です
schoolgirls. I remember the tomboy, the tan girl with short hair, and the long hair, long gray hair girl with glasses. That's the only girls I remember as Tohsaka friends. I remember them because of Holland Taraxia. They were pretty funny there. Perhaps my smile made her feel better. Saikusa turns back to her table, looking relieved. Man, I can't wait for Holland Taraxia. I want to see Saber eats a, what's it called? Taiyuki? You know those fish desserts thingy? I think it's called Taiyuki. Was it a potato? No, I think it was a potato. It was both. I think it was a taiyuki and a sweet potato. When Saber was eating that shit was too fucking good. You know I'm a Saber fan. It's in the name. But, dude, man, I was like, fuck. Saber's the best. She's adorable. Yukika Saigusa isn't drop dead gorgeous, but her smile always puts everyone around her at ease.
ええ、そうなんです。なんとかごまかしてますけど。
Saber?
本当は寝ぼってるの
Vagrant
にすごい
Order.
私。
I only played the
部活だって
Japanese version.
朝起きられないから入ってないんです。
What do you mean free Saber though? You're giving away Sabers. I don't play the global version because they took too long with global. They didn't took them like 2 or 3 years after the JP release. I'm like, I'm not starting over. There's no way I'm starting over. Saigusa somehow maintains an elegant air even when startled. Watching her reaction is always so calming, but that doesn't mean I have time to just stand here and talk. Am I done it already? If I keep up a conversation with someone so disarming, the real me is bound to show itself.
それじゃあ食堂に行ってきます。三枝さんも
I
ご
already
ゆっ
got
くり。
Saber anyway. I just don't have her to MP5. I think I only have Saber to MP3. OG Saber. OG Saber's the best one in Fate Grand Order. Even with all the 1,000 Sabers, you know what OG Saber has? She has Excalibur. And you know what they gave her? They gave her the visual novel Excalibur. Right? For an open Phantasm. Can't beat that. That's top dog.
はい、遠坂さんも。
I'm not gonna lie, I did max that ruler saber though. Bruh, they made it really cool. I made ruler saber like MP5 level 100. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe I got really lucky, I guess. Sagas and I exchanged some graceful greeting, and she returns to her friends. Bunny Toria? I got MP5 Bunny Toria. I don't know why. I just did it. That's the only SSR that I got Castoria. I got Castoria's MP5 too. I see that she's eating with Kaede, Mikidera, and Kane Himura. There goes the 3 amigos. Alright, wasn't Saigusa the track and field club manager? Makidera and Himura are the track and field club's rising star. Makidera is a bad influence with whom I go window shopping on days off, but I don't know Himura too well.
お、売られたね、ユキ
And
ッチ。
the 3 amigos.
だから言ったでしょ。遠坂は弁当持ってこないって。釣りたかったらあいつの分も飯用意しないとね。
You going ham for CL? I like CL. I didn't read CL Route though yet. Cause I didn't bought the English Tsukihime remake. I only know OG Tsukihime. The only thing I read from remake so far was Arc Route. And that was doing the Nintendo Switch translation before they came out with the English release. They didn't have CL translated, so I was like, I'll wait for the English release. English release got released. I waited for like a month and sold out. I'm like, fuck. maybe they'll restock it. Saber was your favorite? I like Saber as well. You know they're making a new Saber route anime, right? They're remaking the Fate route, I heard. That's gonna be good. I wonder how they're gonna remake it though, right? I wonder if they're gonna be like the Heaven Feels route, or they're gonna make it into a full-blown anime. I think they'll make it at 24 episodes like UBW.
ダメダメ、食堂は狭いんだから。弁当組が座れるスペースなんてねっての。それに遠坂と同席してみなさい。男どもの視線がうざいのなんの。前の休みだってさ、二人で遊びに行ったのにあいつだけ得しちゃってさ。やだよね、美人を鼻にかけた優等生は。
Makidera takes hold of Saigusa's desk as she continues to rant about me. Despite her foul mouth, she actually wears a kimono really well, like a picturesque Japanese beauty.
牧野氏、君の陰口は遠坂城に聞こえているようだが。
Meanwhile, Himura's cool and solid demeanor are a complete foil to that of Makidera.
やべ、遠坂に聞かれた。ゲゲ、めっちゃ睨んでるじゃん、あいつ。別に遠坂さん、マキちゃんを睨んでなんかないと思うけど。睨んでんだよ、あれ。あいつは笑ってる時が一番怖いんだから。なんだよ、いいじゃんか、愚痴ぐらい。多めに見ろよ。私と遠坂の仲だろ。たい焼きおごってやっただろ。
Damn, she treated some taiyaki. Kaede Makidera puffs her cheeks out in a pout, waving her disposable chopsticks in the air. Would you believe that her hobby is collecting wind chimes? The world works in strange ways. At any rate, it's rude to Saigusa to stare at the three of them. Caught between me and the foul-mouthed Makidera, Saigusa looks like she doesn't know what to do with herself.
気にしないでいいのよ、三枝さん。それと牧寺さん、おごらされたのは私で、品物はたい焼きではなくクレープでした。無意識に事実を改ざんする悪癖。
You know,
次あたりに直さないと考えますよ。
I blame dojins. I blame hentais and dojins. They ruined my image of Tohsaka. You know that one era, I think it's probably the Studio Dean era, where a lot of Tohsaka comics appear about her being broke and she needing money because she's always having gym issues. It didn't like recently, I think like yesterday. After watching like no, not yesterday. It was like Monday or something like that. So like 3 days ago. I watched like you know, Fate Stay Night trailer. I wasn't gonna play this remake, all right, because I was like, I already played this twice. I don't want to play it for the third time. But then I heard the Emiya theme. I'm like, all right, I'm playing it, and it got me in a Fate mood. I rewatched Ilya Prisma OVA only with the Fate Stay Night cast, because that's the only thing I really like about Ilya Prisma OVA. It's a slice of life that you could see with the Fate Stay Night cast. The interaction with Shido and Tohsaka, I like that. And then, you know, there's a bonus too with Sella and Liz, and then even Ilya Mom Modest feels in it, which is cool. But getting back to the OVA, man, Tohsaka, she had to work with Luvia as a maid, and it paid like $100 an hour, and she's like, fuck, I'm broke. These gyms aren't cheap. I keep using them. I keep using the gyms, now I need money. And it makes me remember about her the doujinshi days, where she needed money to pay off getting those gyms to restock. Oh man, maybe she got money. I don't even know where she get the money from. Probably from the savings or something. Makidera holds up a lunchbox, lit like some kind of shield. Prisma Alien is funny. Yeah, the fan service are whack. I don't like them. But the idea is really good. I like the idea, because it's supposed to be quote unquote the Ilya route. And then even in the manga, it's getting a lot better too, I heard. They did a little bit of spoilers on Prisma Ilya. Just a Fate Stay Night reunion. And that's coming. But I don't know when they're going to animate that. That's going to be cool. They have like the entire Stay Night cast. Literally everyone. Well, at least all the main characters, at least. Like more than the main character. They have all the servants, main characters. So that's going to be really good to see. I bid the odd trio farewell and leave the classroom. And slide the door close. Oops.
なんだよ、大差ないじゃんか、たい焼きもクレープも。どっちも甘いの皮で包んでるんだからさ。
Damn, dear. That's true. Makidera utters something blasphemous for a girl.
たい焼きとクレープが同じですって？
Is she even human? Are all desserts the same to her? If I know for her taste buds can't distinguish fluoro 500 yen very, very berry from an 80 yen taiyaki at Idomaya. Damn you, Kaede Makidera! I could have saved 420 yen!
何本気で悔しがってるんだ。
I like Tohsaka. Damn, you know what they could have done for the remastered? They could have done a Tohsaka POV for the entire visual novel. At least for the Unlimited Blade Work route. Nah, come on, dude. Is it a stretch to say Tohsaka is the main hero? And I know Saber is supposed to go. I'm a Saber fan. I like Saber the best. But come on, right? I don't think it's a stretch to say Tohsaka is like the real heroine for Stay Night. She has an H scene for all 3 routes. She has an H scene in Fate route. She has an H scene in Unlimited Blade Works. She has an H scene in Heavenfield. So, I mean, if the girl got 3 H scenes, right, in all 3 routes, she gotta be at least some credibility of main girl to a degree. Like at least second protagonist or something. I must still be tired from last night. The cafeteria sounds like a pain, so I'll just buy some bread from the counter and eat on the roof. I would love to see a Tohsaka POV for all 3 routes. I purchase my lunch and head to the unoccupied roof. Though it's different in the summertime, during the winter the roof is a convenient place to eat that other students tend to avoid. It's too cold to hang out here during lunch, but that's a small price to pay for privacy.
さて、とりあえずご飯と。
I indulge in a tomato sandwich and hot lemon drink I brought from the cafeteria. It's a simple lunch made all the more delicious by the fact that I can enjoy it up here in peace. You wish to put this on iOS and Android? They have on JP. Yeah, they have a lot of visual novels on mobile, on JP, but none on English. I finish the sandwich and sip on a warm lemony drink. I'm a little tired. It's hard to balance things to being an overachiever with avoiding human contact as much as possible. As the saying goes, one should be accomplished at both the pen and the sword. It's a point of pride, no, conviction, that I be the top student at school. I decided that if I'm going to be a student, then I will be the very best. I don't want people to look down on the Tohsaka name. That's how Rin Tohsaka came to be a perfect, flawless student. On the other hand, my occupation as a mage is dangerous, so I shouldn't associate too much with normal people. When a mage is discovered by the public, she has no choice but to eliminate witness to protect herself. I'd rather not resort to that. That's why I keep my social interaction purely superficial, out of necessity. I only hang out with Makidera on my days off, and I turn down invitation from more sociable people like Saikusa. It's difficult walking the tightrope of being the #1 student at school while making sure I don't become anybody else #1. And sure, there are times when it tires me out, and I feel like life is a real drag.
もう時間か。
I finish the hot lemon drink and stand up. That's enough sentimentality for today. Time to go back downstairs to become Rin Tohsaka again. Damn. This character is sorry. I don't remember his name though. All I know is he knows pretty cool martial arts. Let's see. Soichiro. Class 2A teacher gives his usual spout and leaves the room. As far as I know, he said it exactly the same way all year.
Tohsaka, 今日はもうお帰り？
ええ、朝方麻藤君と一件あったし、 面倒になる前に帰るわ。
やっぱりそうか。マトウのやつ、今朝は特に荒れてたからさ。遠坂に手ひどく扱われたんだろうなって思ってた。
そう、迷惑をかけてしまったかしら、三辻さん。
別に、マトウが下級生をいびるのはいつものことだし、あれはあれでいい精神鍛錬になるよ。
そう、よかった。じゃあこの埋め合わせはまた今度。
はいはい、これに懲りずまた寄っていってちょうだい。
I make my way home without taking any detours. My time as Rin Tohsaka, the honor student, ends once I leave the school. The next half of the day is reserved for the other me, as to become a mage of the Tohsaka. When I arrive back at the house, I'm greeted with a pulsing light of my answering machine.
留守電なんて珍しいな。相手はやっぱりあんたか、キレ。
I have a feeling I know what he's going to say, but I better listen or I won't hear the end of it later. I press the play button and hear a familiar male voice. I always like his VA too. The priest cut straight to the point. Liar, I bet you could find a backup right away. Who would be the backup? Right? Because they kind of exhausted everyone that would be in a war. I don't know who would be a backup. They had to get random people. Random as masters. Well, I guess because yeah, they got random ass masters. You didn't even get to see a Lancer Master or Caster Master. The voicemail ends. It was a clear message in simple language. If you're going to fight, then be ready by today. If you aren't, then retire because you're in the way.
言われなくても分かってるわよ。
It's only to be expected, I guess. Today's the last day I can drag this out. Thankfully, I managed to decipher her father's notes yesterday. My battle preparations are in order. All that's left is to seize the right to participate, as he said.
聖杯戦争。たった一つきりの聖杯を奪い合う殺し合い。何百年も前から伝わってきた聖杯の儀式か。
The mage who take part in the Holy Grail War are called masters. It doesn't denote a rank of any kind. It merely describes their role. There's a condition to participate in the Holy Grail War. You must summon a familiar called a servant and form a contract with them. Regardless of your skills as a mage, you are not recognized as a master unless you command a servant. There's a clear difference between servants and normal familiars. The way you summon and use them are different. Mages who plan to fight in the Holy Grail War prepare summoning catalysts, but
ほんと、父さんもセイバーにゆかりのものを残してくれればよかったな。
Saber. I don't own any relics with a connection to a servant. I could summon one, yes. In fact, I could do it right now if I wanted to, as well as form a contract. This town ley lines are under the jurisdiction of the Tohsakas. I'm the heir to the clan that administered the land for generations, so my performance will not take a backseat for some visiting mage. Although while that is true, it would be awfully incompetent of me to embark on a figurative voyage without a compass.
サーバントはシンボルによって引き寄せられる。強力なサーバントを呼び出したいのなら、そのサーバントにゆかりのあるものが必要不可欠なのだ。
In other words, I need some outrageously valuable item, like a sword or a piece of armor that servant owned, or maybe a bone or heraldry related to them.
父さんの遺言に期待してたんだけどな。これはこれでものすごい切り札なんだけど。
This is Archer. A pendant I discovered in the basement last night is an ancient artifact of the highest quality. It's amazing all on its own. Still, it won't help me summon a servant.
いいわよ。そんなものに頼らなくたってなんとかなるわ。そもそも私以外にセーバーを扱えるマスターなんているはずないし。
Alright, I made up my mind. I'd rather not get another earful, and waiting until the last minute doesn't sit right with me. Now the real challenge begins. Tonight I'm going to summon a servant while I'm in peak condition and acquire Saber by force. I like that transition. That's a good one. Late night. The clock reads almost 2 a.m. This is the perfect period. This is the period where everything lines up. My condition peaks at 2 a.m. sharp. In terms of limits, this will be the first and last chance, so I can't afford even the slightest mistake. Withdrawal.
消去の中に大挙。大挙の陣を4つ刻んで、召喚の陣で囲むと。
Inscribe magic circles into the floor of the basement. Actually, it doesn't take a major evocation to call forth a servant. Servants are invited by the Holy Grail. Masters anchor them to the world and supply the magical energy to materialize them, but the servant are the ones who choose to respond to summons.
Sony, 銀と鉄。礎に石と契約の太鼓。ソニは我が大使、シュバインヨーグ。降り立つ風には壁を。四方の門は閉じ、王冠より出。王国に至る三サロは循環せよ。
Still, I need to keep cautious and focus. Magic circles are normally drawn with blood, but tonight I draw mine with malted jewel. I'm using up half the jewels I accumulated over my lifetime, and I never financially recover from this if it fails. Dang.
満たせ、満たせ、満たせ、満たせ、満たせ。繰り返し都度に5度。ただ、満たされる時を破却する。
Damn, very cinematic. It's almost 2 a.m. I feel drawn to the summoning circle passed down to the Tohsaka line and face it with all my being.
アンフォン。
I flick a formless switch within myself. With a click, I feel my insides turn over to something else. My normal nerves invert and become circuits for conducting magical energy. Ren Tohsaka is no longer human. She's just a component in the execution of mystics. I'm melted from my fingers. No, I'm filled up from my fingers. The mana I'm taking in is so dense, it overrides my bodily sensations. That's why I'm being destroyed at the same time I'm being filled. Running through my body is the power, mana from the atmosphere. I'm converting into a different type of energy through my body circuits. A mage body is nothing but circuits. Circuits to connect the ethereal to the material. The mystical outcome we produce is what we call magecraft. My body grows hot. It seems like horns are growing from my forehead. It seems like wings are sprouting from my back. It seems like scales are covering my hand. It feels like water pooling around my ankles. Sweat drips. Stab, stab. Sword pierces my body. These are the stigmata that reject my body, which becomes a circuit. No matter how gifted a mage is, we're only human. In a human body, the pain is something we must live with whenever we use magecraft. The cycle doesn't let up. Beyond the agony, deep within the trance, lies the mental state necessary for connection. Pain wiggles in my left arm. To aid the caster, my magic crests autonomously begins an incantation, invading my nervous system. The mana in the atmosphere I've taken in turns to blood. It's like molten lead, while my activated magic crest resembles thorny nerves. With a crunching sensation, it creeps throughout my body like a thorny centipede. Within the hurt, I forget myself. At the same time, I can feel it taking hold of me, like I reach where I need to go. My hypersensitive hearing picks up the ticking clock in the parlor. 6 seconds left until 2 a.m. The power filling my body is unquestionably complete. Time to begin. I convert the mana collected into magical energy for fixation, and all that's left is to feed all the energy into the engine, the summoning circle, until my body runs dry.
告げる。汝の身は我がもとに。我が命運は汝の剣に。聖杯の夜べに従い、この断りに従うならば答えよ。
My vision goes dark. What lies before me is the fifth factor, said to be imperceptible to the naked eye. My vision shuts off on its own, fearing what I might see.
誓いよここに。我は常世すべての善となるもの。
I like that Tohsaka's doing all this, and Shido just like fumbled and summoned. I guess it's a spoiler. Let's keep going. He did a lot easier ritual and easily summoned a servant. While Tohsaka's doing all this to summon her servant. Half her savings.
我は常世すべての悪を敷くもの。汝三代の言霊をまとう七天。六地の輪より来たれ。天秤の守り手よ。
Nothing for a spoiler for you. Golden. That went off without a hitch. It feels so perfect. It's like I'm reeling in a well with a fishing rod. Flawless. I'm positive I just drew the strongest card. I can't wait for my vision to return. It'll take a few more seconds, but when it does, I'm sure the strongest servant will. You know, I know Tohsaka never give this man credit. I think he's strong. Right? I think if the war was normal, she would have won. Well, it's hard. Against Shido, I think she could have beat Shido. Shido had plot armor. So be nowhere in sight.
はい？
Nothing's there? The room doesn't look different at all. I spun that much ether into this ritual, only for absolutely nothing to materialize. On top of that, I think I just heard something explode in the parlor.
なんでよ！
I bolt. My head's empty at this point. I just run. I race up the stairs from the basement.
扉壊れてる。
The door to the parlor is askew off its hinges. There isn't any point in turning the doorknob, since it won't open whether I push or pull.
もう邪魔だかな。
I kick it down and burst into the room. And the moment I enter the parlor, everything becomes clear. Damn. Everything is in tatters. Rubble is strewn across everything, as if something has fallen through the ceiling. On top of it all sits a man, cocking his head arrogantly. Dude, you know what I remembered? I don't remember which route was this. I think it was in the Fate route or UBW. It was one of those two routes. I think Shido. No, it was like a random conversation, a slice of lysine with Tohsaka and Shido. And Tohsaka was blaming Shido for prank calling her. Saying like, man, fucker, you keep fucking prank calling me. And then we don't know. It was him. Archer's the one prank calling Ren this entire time. That was funny as fuck. He must be some kind of criminal. Yeah, you don't know until the very end, obviously, till he show his true identity. That was awesome. I don't think they didn't include that in the anime. They probably didn't, because it was such a simple scene, right? Why would they include it? But I think that was a really cute little detail. That Archer still have a little bit of a playful side to him, even though, you know, his life is in shambles, depression, guilt, seriousness, all that stuff. It was spoiled too much? That's true. Yeah. But something graver draws my attention. My grandfather clock. Having escaped destruction tells the time precisely. Now I remember. Right, of course. The clocks were an hour ahead today, weren't they? Which means it's 1 a.m. Still a full hour left until I'm in peak spellcasting form. I can complete tasks as well as anybody else, but suffer from the curse of my genetics. When it really counts, I somehow managed to bundle things on an unbelievable level. I can't believe my own stupidity. Still irritated, I direct my glare at the man lounging haughtily on the rubble. Oh shit. Like his acting skills. He's trying to play it cool. Damn, dude, Archer has to be the coolest character ever created. Whenever Archer appears in any Fate series, Fate Extra, Fate Grand Order, what else he appeared in? I feel like he appeared in more. But every time Archer appears, dude, man, I get hype. Him and Shido. Alright. Both versions are good. But Archer is just so hype. When Fate Extra record comes out, I think I want to do Archer first. The man in the red mantle shake his head in a show of exasperation. To add insult to injury, he mutters something about drawing the short straw. Oh, now I'm dead certain. This guy has a messed up personality. And is this a servant? I thought familiars were shapeless beings, but this is just a man. No, not just a man. Even from here I can tell that it's brimming with a shocking amount of magical energy. Don't be fooled by its appearance. I'm staring at something that's undoubtedly more than human. It's a human-shaped ghost that's on the level of an elemental. There's no time to be dumbstruck. That thing belongs to me. I need to get my head in the game.
確認するけど、あなたは私のサーバントで間違いない？
それはこちらが聞きたいな。君こそ私のマスターなのか？ここまで乱暴な召喚は初めてでね。正直状況がつかめない。
私だって初めてよ。そういう質問は却下するわ。
そうか。だが私が召喚された時に君は目の前にいなかった。これはどういうことなのか説明してくれ。
本気？ひな鳥じゃあるまいし、目を開けた時にしか主を決められないなんて冗談はやめてよね。
The unidentified servant frowns and a grunt escapes his lips. Maybe he didn't like the way I said it, though he has a mixed reaction, as he's still impressed by the logic in my words.
まあいいわ。私が聞いているのはね、あなたが他の誰でもない、この私のサーバントかってことだけよ。それをはっきりさせない以上、他の質問に答える義務はないわ。
召喚に失敗しておいてそれか。この場合、他に色々と言うべきことがあると思うのだが。
そんなのないわよ。主従関係は一番初めにはっきりさせておくべきものだもの。
The servant eyebrow switches. He isn't even bothering to hide his dissatisfaction with me. I wonder if it's because of the half-baked summoning.
主従関係ははっきりさせておくか。やることは知ってんだらけだが、口だけは達者らしい。なあ、
確かにその意見には賛成だ。どちらが強者でどちらが弱者なのか明確にしておかなければお互いやりづらかろう。
The servant eyes me meaningfully, still relaxing on the rubble of my living room.
どちらが弱者かですって？
ああ、私もサーバントだ。呼ばれたからには主従関係を認めるさ。だがそれはあくまで契約上の話だろう。どちらがより優れたものか、共に戦うにふさわしい相手かを測るのは別になる。さて、その件でいくと、君は私のマスターにふさわしい魔術師なのかな、お嬢さん。
The servant smirks. First he destroyed my house and acts like he's king of the castle, and now he has the nerve to ask whether I'm worthy?
あなたの意見なんて聞いてないわ。私が聞いているのは、あなたが私のサーバントかどうかってことだけよ。
I repeat myself, stealing my gaze. I'm not going to back down from this condescending jerk.
おう、なるほどなるほど。そんな当たり前のことは答えるまでもないと。実に勇ましい。いや、気概だけなら立派なマスターだが。
だから順番を間違えるなっていうの。一番初めに確認するのは召喚者の務めよ。さあ答えなさい。あなたは私のサーバントなのね。
I step forward aggressively, ready to pounce depending on his answer.
強情なお嬢さんだ。これでは話が進まんな。仕方あるまい。仮に私が君のサーバントだとしよう。で、その場合、君が私のマスターなのか？いやまあ、あくまで仮の話だが。
当たり前じゃない。あなたが私に呼ばれたサーバントなら、あなたのマスターは私以外に誰がいるっていうのよ。
I glare at this rude man, giving my seething head a moment to cool down.
おう、そうか。まあ仮の話なんだが、とりあえずそうだとしよう。それで、君が私のマスターである証はどこにある？
The servant politely asks, smirking all the while. He's clearly trying to goad me with these questions into losing my temper.
ここよ。あなたのマスターである証ってこれでしょ？
うん。
Master seal. Or command seal, whatever. Alright, I show him the command spells on my right hand. Don't think I was born yesterday. Father told me enough that I know what command spells are, at least.
納得いった？これでもまだ文句を言うの？
I thrust a symbol at him in challenge. But the laundry servant rolls his eyes.
まあ言ったな。本気で言っているのか、お嬢さん。
His face darkens, looking even more disgruntled.
本気かってなんでよ？
その考えがだ。霊樹があればマスターなのか？霊樹などサーバントを利する道具に過ぎないだろう。まったく、そんな形だけのものでマスターブルとはな。私が見たかったのは君が忠誠を振るうにふさわしい人物かどうかだったの。
Archer, he likes to play too much, bruh. He just likes seeing Ren mad. That makes sense. But normally, you think of command spells as someone asks for proof you're a master, right?
何よ。それじゃあ私はマスター失格？
そう願いたいが、そうはいくまい。霊樹がある以上、私の召喚者は君のようだ。信じがたいが、君は本当に私のマスターらしいな。
He shrugs in mock exhaustion. Uh-oh. I'm reaching my boiling point. I'm not going to cool down this time.
全くもって不満だが、認めよう。とりあえず、君は私のマスターだ。だが、私にも条件がある。私は今後、君の言い分には従わない。戦闘方針は私が決めるし、君はそれに従って行動する。これが最大の譲歩だ。それで構わないな、お嬢さん。
Sorry, father. I'm at my limit.
そう。不満だけど認めるくせに私の意見には取り合わないってどういうことかしら。あなたは私のサーバントなんでしょ?
Asked in a trembling voice. After I spat over the command spells, this is my last desperate attempt at dialogue. And yet...
ああ、形の上だけはな。故に、形式上は君に従ってやる。だが、戦うのは私自身だ。君はこの家の地下にでも隠れて、
Isn't that
じっとしていればいい。
Who did that? Who fought from the comfort of their own home? I feel like Tohsaka dad did that. He fought like somewhere in like in a hideout, his home or some shit. Like his library. Gilgamesh was doing all that work.
それなら未熟な君でも命だけは助かるだろう。
He's looking down on me, declaring what he expects nothing from me.
怒ったのか？いや、もちろん君の立場は尊重するよ。私はマスターを勝利させるために呼ばれたものだからな。私の勝利は君のものだし、戦いで得たものは全て君にくれてやる。それなら文句はなかろう。どうせ君にレイジは使えまい。まあ、後のことは私に任せて、君は自分の身の安全を。
I think he just wanted to protect Tohsaka. Just wouldn't let Tohsaka stay in her house while he fight all the hard battles.
あったまきた。いいわ。そんなに言うなら使ってやろうじゃない。アンファン。
No more mercy. I got nothing else left for a jackass like this.
まさか。
そのまさかよ、この礼儀知らず。フィアトラーク、アイノイエナーゲル、アイノイエスケナツ、アイノイエスフィアブレヒン。
待て、正気かマスター。そんなことでレイジを使うやつが。
What would Tohsaka have to say in another language? I remember Shido used commands. A little slight spoiler. Hey, Shido, he had to summon Saber, right, at school. So he used a command spell. That dude spoke like Japanese, right, or whatever. And then Tohsaka had to speak like, I think just like German or something. Why'd you guys say it in German?
うるさい。いい？あんたは私のサーバント。なら私の言い分には絶対服従ってもんでしょ。
The emblem of my right hand aches. 3 command spells. They allow a master to issue 3 unbreakable commands to their servants.
考えなすか君は。こんな大雑把なことにレイジを使うなど。
It's too late to whine now. I didn't expect this to happen either. I want to die of self-loathing. I can't believe I just burned one of my precious command spells on a petty squabble. After that, I retreated from the ruins of the parlor and went to my bedroom. Before me stands a servant whom my command spells compelled absolute obedience from. Supposedly, anyway.
なるほど。君の性質は大体理解したぞ、マスター。
Who would call this absolute obedience?
念のため尋ねるが、君はレイジがどれほど重要か理解しているのか、マスター。
知ってるわよ。サーバントを律する3回きりの命令権でしょ。それが何よ。
いいかね。レイジはサーバントを強制的に行動させるものだ。それは行動を止めるだけでなく、
Damn,
行
dude.
動を強化させるという意味でもある。
Remember Phase Zero ending? Was it
例
like
えば、
3 command spells to buff
私は
up
ここから遠くの
Excalibur?
場所まで瞬間的には移動できない。だが、レイジで行けと命じれば、それが私と君の魔力で届くことならば可能となる。強制命令権とはそういうことだ。サーバント自身でも制御できない肉体の限界さえ突破させる大魔術の結晶が3つのレイジなのだ。ま、
知ってるわよ、そんなこと。いいじゃない、まだ2つあるんだし。あなたに命じた規則は無駄じゃないんだし。
You did wasted it.
確かにこれは私の誤算だった。霊児というものは曖昧な命令には効きが弱くなる。私を守り通せ、この戦いに勝てなどといった広く長く効果が続くものには霊児の力が弱くなる。効き目は長く続くが苦痛が小さいため逆らえるサーバントも出てくるだろう。逆に次の一撃を死ぬ気で放て、あのグラスだけは壊すなといった単一の命令は絶対で、よほど強力なサーバントでも逆らうのは難しくなる。さて、ここまでで私が言いたいことがわかるな、マスター。
わかるわよ。要するに広く長い命令は意味がないんでしょ。
He's going to cheer her up.
効果も戒めも薄いならサーバントは霊樹に逆らって行動できる。そんな効き目の薄い命令をするなら絶対的な単一の命令をした方がいい。
そうだ。霊樹とはもともと自分たちの能力以上の奇跡を起こすためのもの。それを代用の利く命令などで消費する具は許されない。君の先ほどの霊樹はまさにそれだ。私が君に従うかは話し合いで解決できたことだし、仮に霊樹を使ったところで全ての言動に絶対服従など霊樹が100あっても実現できない。
じゃあ私のさっきの霊樹は無意味ってこと？
Nah.
通常ならそうなのだがな。どうも
See?
君の魔術師としての性能は桁が違ったらしい。
Man, let's be real. That shit didn't do shit to Archer, bruh. He's just being nice to Tohsaka. That's it. He just want to make Tohsaka happy. Is he shocked or happy? Let's see. He's not smiling. He just want to make Tohsaka happy. My servant lips twitch upward, even as he sighed.
桁が違ったって、もしかしてちょっとあなた、自分が今どんな状態なのか正直に話してみなさい。
The implication dawns on me, and I ask him eagerly.
ああ、誤算というのはそれだ。先ほどの命令では少しはマスターの意見を尊重しようという程度の心変わりにしかならない。だが今の私は君の言葉に強い強制を感じている。君の意見に異を唱えると、そうだな、ランクが一つばかり落ちるようだ。つまりマスターの意向に逆らうと体が重くなって動きづらいというところか。
My servant shrugs in resignation. So he's saying that my command spell wasn't a waste, but an actual benefit? He's still being as sarcastic as ever, so it doesn't seem to have any effect. Besides, even if he's weakened, I doubt even 10 of me could resist if he decides to rebel against him.
前言を撤回しよう、マスター。年齢は若いが、君は卓越した魔術師だ。子供と侮り、戦いから遠ざけようとしたのは私の過ちだった。無礼ともども謝ろう。
He's just making her happy at this point. The servant straightens his posture and gives me a formal bow.
やめてよ。確かにいろいろ言い合ったけど、そんなの喧嘩両成敗っていうか。
そうか。いや、話のわかるマスターで助かった。
なんか切り返し早いわね、あんた。
何？誤算は誤算だったが、嬉しい誤算というやつだったからな。これほどの才能があるのなら、君を戦いに巻き込むことに異論はない。
Is this his roundabout way of saying I'm a strong master?
じゃあ、霊樹抜きで私がマスターだって認めるのね。
無論だ。先ほどは召喚されたばかりで馴染んでいなかったが、今では完全につながった。魔術師であるのなら契約によるつながりを感じられるだろう。
契約？
Huh. Now that you mention it, something does feel weird about my body. As if my closed off nerves are now connected to the outside. Specifically, I can feel a portion of my magical energy flowing to the man before me.
そっか。サーバントは聖杯に呼ばれるけど、呼ばれたサーバントをこの世に留めるのは。
そう、マスターの力だ。サーバントはマスターからの魔力提供によってこの世に留まる。
Oh my god. I wonder. In reality noir? Oh, they just said it right there. You know, what if Saber, you know, whatever, man. Fuck yeah, I don't want to say
魔力
it.
提供量は十分だ。経験的に問題はありそうだが、君の能力は飛び抜けている。
That's like the ending UBW, at least the good ending, I guess.
普通の魔術師ならば、サーバントを召喚した瞬間に意識を失っているだろう。だというのに、君は活力に満ちている。
That don't explain shit, though. Well, I guess Saber get mana through other sources like food. That's why she's constantly hungry.
先ほどのレイジといい、この魔力量といい、マスターとして、
The masters in this game are mad buff. Like, a lot of them, only two of them have like unlimited mana, pretty much.
今更褒めたって何も出ないけど。
I break eye contact out of embarrassment. Well, I didn't see this coming. I know the command spells is making him obey me, but still, this superhuman servant is sincerely acknowledging me as his master.
で、あなた、何のサーバント？
It's a big disappointment for Tohsaka. I clear my head and return to business.
見てわからないか？あ、それは結構。
I take it all back. He's definitely making fun of me.
わかったわ。これはマスターとしての質問よ。ねえ、あなたセイバーじゃないの？
残念ながら剣は持っていない。
I expected as much. When all said and done, I got the time wrong. My summoning circle didn't do its job. My servant was spat out into some random room. It is far too sloppy of a ritual to summon the strongest servant, Saber. Why is... You know, I get it, right? The previous war won was the Saber. But was all the wars won by a Saber?
ドジったわ。あれだけ宝石を使っておいてセイバーじゃないなんて目も当てられない。
悪かったな、セイバーでなくて。
え？ああ、うん。そりゃ通行のミスだから
Damn, she
残
called
念
him
だ
a
けど、
mistake.
悪いのは私なんだから。
なあ。
Oh, he's
どう
embarrassed.
せアーチャーでは派手さに欠けるだろうよ。
Damn, dude! Archer being embarrassed? I never saw that. That's cute.
いいだろう。後で今の暴言を悔やませてやる。その時になって謝っても聞かないからな。
はい？
What a surprise. The unidentified servant seems to be sulking. Maybe my fixation on Saber offended him.
何？勘に触った？あーちゃん。
触った。見ていろ。必ず自分が幸運だったと思い知らせてやる。
Archer retorts with a sidelong glance. He has a really spiteful air about him, but that reaction feels somehow childish and free of malice. You know, he might be a pretty decent guy.
そうね。それじゃあ必ず私を後悔させて、あ
She
ーちゃ
don't
ん。
fucking say.
そうなったら素直に謝らせてもらうから。
ああ。忘れるなよ、マスター。己が召喚したものがどれほどのものか。知
Yeah,
って感
dude.
謝すればい
He
い。
can cook, he can clean, he can do it all.
もっとも、その時になって謝られても、こちらの気は晴れんだろうがな。
Archer huffs, even as his lip twists into a grin. But yeah, this one got a rotten personality, all right.
まあいいわ。それであんた、どこの英霊なのよ。
He's gonna play dumb. Archer doesn't answer. His sardonic expression is replaced by a deepening frown.
アーチャーマスターである私がサーバントであるあなたに聞いているんだけど。
それは
Look at this shit. Yo, see, I told you. He praised her being a strong master, saying, "Oh, that command spell, it wasn't a waste. I can feel it that you're a strong master, and I have to obey you." And then she asks, "Hey, what's your legend?" He's like, secret.
は
Told you, he just wanted to make Tohsaka happy. All that stuff he said before about being a great master and all that, she's strong. Well, he is kind of right. Tohsaka is a strong master. But he probably did it really just to make her happy. He didn't want to see Tohsaka mad and sad. Well, he did it in the first place to tease her to make her mad, but he don't want to see her sad.
私が
Only
どのよう
mad
な
or
ものだっ
happy.
たかは答えられない。なぜ
あのね、つまんない理由だったら怒るわよ。
Amnesia.
それは
There's that face again. Archer opens and closes his mouth, as if he's having trouble voicing an uncomfortable truth.
なぜかというと
Damn,
自分でもわからない。
he don't know. Wait, what?
はあ何よそれ。あんた私のことバカにしてるわけ。
マスターを侮辱するつもりはない。ただこれは君の不完全な召喚のツケだぞ。どうも記憶に混乱が見られる。自分が何者であるかわかるのだが、名前や素性がどうも曖昧だ。まあさして重要な欠落ではないから気にすることはないのだが。
気にすることはない。気にするわよそんなの。あんたがどんな英霊か知らなきゃどのくらい強いのかわからないじゃない。
なんだ、そんなことは問題ではなかろう。さまつな問題だよ、それは。
さまつってあんたね、相棒の強さがわからないんじゃ作戦の立てようがないでしょ。そんなんで戦っていけるわけないじゃ
Why
な
did
い。
he just smile at her?
何を言う。私は君が呼び出したサーバントだ。それが最強でないはずがない。
He's so straightforward. The Crimson Knight fixed me with a gaze full of confidence and trust. My brain grinds to a halt. There's no deception in Archer's words. He's sincerely giving me more credit than I deserve, even though we just met. My cheeks are burning. Ugh, I'm sure I'm blushing bright red right now. Surprise attacks like this tend to be my weakness.
まあいいか。誰にも正体がわからないってことには変わりはないんだし、敵を騙すにはまず味方からって言うし。
Oh, dude, he knows to strike her white side. I turn away from Archer to hide my embarrassment. I'm sure I'll figure out in due time what sort of servant he is anyway. For now, we have other priorities.
わかった。しばらくあなたの正体に関しては不問にしましょう。それじゃあじゃあ最初の仕事だけど。
Clean up the living room.
早速か。好戦的だな、君は。それで敵は
Before we can say enemy, I toss a broom and dustpan at him.
下の掃除お願い。あ
Damn.
んたが散らかしたんだから責任持ってきれいにしといてね。
A few seconds pass in stunned silence. When Archer finally regained his senses, he grips the broom indignantly.
待て。君はサーバントを何だと思っている。
使い魔でしょ。ちょっと生意気で扱いに困るけど。
Archer cuts himself off. I have no intention of letting him off, and if he tries to weasel out of it, I still have a card to play.
意義あり。そのような命令はこと。
いいの？これマスターとしての命令よ。
Oh,
マス
see,
ターの方針に逆らったら体が重くなるんだっけ？
see, she still remember what he said. Damn, you gotta keep up the act, Archer.
まあ、あなたはその程度じゃどうってことないだろうけど、そのペナルティは今を掃除するまで続くのよ。 そんな状態で明日から戦っていくのは危ないんじゃない？
He stands there for several more seconds with a broom in hand, grumbling under his breath. And so, the archer in the red mantle closes his eyes.
了解した。地獄に落ちろ、マスター。
Damn. He gracefully accepts my orders. Now then, it's getting late, so I should rest. I can decide how to deal with him once I wake up. A fateful day draws to a close. No, rather, my fate was short by this night. Oh my god! He did it! Fate, almost a night. Roll the credits. That makes 6, including me. Once the 7th and final master summons their servants, the Holy Grail War of this generation will begin. In the not-so-distant future, the battle I've been waiting 10 long years for is about to commence. $131. February 1st. The Holy Grail War is a grand ritual that's been repeated for hundreds of years. A fight to the death between 7 participants, of which only one can survive. It's said that Holy Grail exists in the land of Fuyuki, that a number of mages fought over it in the past. Their one and only objective was to obtain the relic called the Holy Grail. However, the Grail origins are unclear. We're sure it isn't the chalice that held the blood of God, but its power is fearsome enough to be compared to the genuine article. That's right. They said the Holy Grail can grant any wish. Only one person can possess it. The Holy Grail can only grant one wish for one person. Despite that, 7 mages are needed to summon the Grail to this land. 7 collaborators to create one miracle. So as you might imagine, it was only a matter of time before they started fighting over the Grail. Like so many conflicts, it started as a competition over property rights. The 7 mages equally used the power of the Holy Grail to summon their respective familiars, then do battle over the Grail itself. Only one mage could obtain the Grail. As a result, 7 people who started as colleagues ended up in a ferocious battle to the death. That's the gist of the ritual known as the Holy Grail War, a struggle for ownership between mages. The mages chosen by the Holy Grail are called Masters, who use the blessing of the Grail to acquire a powerful familiar known as servants. Nice cards. 2 things serve as proof that one has become a master: the summoning and command of a servant, and the mark of command spells and compel the servant's servitude. The first goes without saying. The archer I summoned yesterday, no, a few hours ago to be exact, is Tohsaka's servant. As for the second, a master must closely guard the command spells that control one servant. They're probably the most critical aspect of being a master. When I summoned the archer, a symbol appeared on my right hand, namely command spells. Stigmata bestowed by the Holy Grail upon the summoning of a servant that marks one new status as a master. A massive amount of magical energy is compressed into these cells, whose power is fleeting rather than long-lasting. They disappear once they're used, and as their shape suggests, each mark represents a single use. In other words, one only gets 3 shots. A master who has used up all 3 command spells can no longer control a servant, and is as good as dead. Therefore, command spells must be handled with care until the very end, since they're as valuable as one's own life. It pains me to no end that I burned one right off the bat, but it wasn't a total waste, so I chalk it up as a win. After all, a servant could turn on his master at any time. The one command spell is what it takes to put a collar on him, then I consider it a fair trade. That's about it for the broader strokes of this business. Once 7 servants have been summoned, the Holy Grail War will begin. Tonight's sleep will be a fitful one. I don't know when the final master will appear, but they could be right around the corner. I feel sluggish. My blurry gaze goes up to the window, only to see that it's already bright outside.
9時過ぎてる。遅刻どころの話じゃない。
She's gonna skip. At the drowsy check on the clock, I make up my mind to skip school today.
体が重い。半分以上持ってかれたみたいね、これは。
Bam, bam, bam. Sitting up in bed, I heave a long sigh. Not being a morning person is enough to explain why I feel so dull. I think Archer mentioned something about it. A master would be out of commission after summoning a servant.
そうだった。私、セイバーじゃなくってアーチャーを呼び出したんだ。
I remember it all clearly now. I'd rather not, to be honest, but it's not as if denying the facts will let me do it over.
魔力が戻るまで1日ちょいか。今日は鳴らし運転ってことにしよう。
I drag myself out of bed. A mental boxing match rages between the outside air, which is quite warm for winter, and the comfort of my bed sheets. It includes a 3-second knockout against the temptation of going back to sleep. I check my body in a mirror. Nothing out of place, aside from the loss of half my usual magical energy.
まあ、問題なんてあるわけないけど。
I view the situation. I summon the servant Archer, who doesn't have an ounce of respect for his master. To make matters worse, he doesn't even know who he is. Wow, talk about a headache.
あいつの記憶が戻るまで切り札は封印か。思い出せないんじゃ使いようがないしね。
Excuse me. Servants are strong familiars, all on their own, but what makes them truly formidable is the secret weapon they each possess. Frustratingly, Archer claimed to have forgotten what his is.
まあ、火はこっちにもあるし、なんとかやっていくしかないか。
We're both in the same boat then. I can only pray that he'll sort his memories out, but who knows how long that would take. Good grief. I really got my work cut out for her. He fixed the living room.
あ、見直したかもこれ。
Their parlor is completely back to normal. I thought he maybe just clear away the treatise, but the room is so spotless I can't help but be impressed. He must have felt bad for wrecking the place. I doubt he would have gone to trouble otherwise. I guess I ought to commend him for being a more decent guy than I.
日はとっくに昇っているぞ。また、随分とだらしがないんだな、君は。
He's the early person. The morning person. I retract my statement. There is a remorseful bone in his body.
おはよう。そういうあんたは随分とリラックスしてるよね。
You know what this makes me want to
今
watch?
スイカって使ってくれちゃってさ。
The end of the anime from Affordable Unlimited Blade Works. I just want to see Rin normal day by day life again. That would be nice to see.
何？一晩過ごした部屋だからな。どこに何があるか把握したよ。おう。ついでだから厨房も片付けておいた。もう少し荒れているかと思ったが、なかなか気の行き届いた厨房だ。一人暮らしの洋館にしては上等だな。
I have a headache. Why do I have to put up with a servant judging my interior decoration? I thought servants all cared about fighting. Are we sure this guy isn't defective?
なるほど。本調子ではなさそうだな。昨夜は元気だったが、睡眠をとって疲れが出たのだろう。紅茶でよければごちそうしよう。
I didn't like he owns the place. Oh, missing a beat, Archer produced a teacup and fills it with expensive reddish tea that he's been brewing. There's been a lot I want to say right now, but oddly enough, I can't work up the indignation too. The way he does it all is so refined. I got to admit, he might be rather cultured.
まあいいけど、疲れてるのは事実だし、飲む。
I sit down on a chair. The teacup is placed soundlessly in front of me. I take a sip. Oh, it's delicious. I expected as much since it's my favorite Chinese tea, a spring harvest hongcha. I'd be upset if it didn't taste good. On that note, I'd normally be upset if someone used my favorite tea leaves without asking. It makes me mad, but the tea was brewed so exquisitely that the pleasure it brings overcomes my anger. Yeah, he still knows Tohsaka's favorite tea.
ちょっと何笑ってるのよあんた。
何、感想が聞きたかったが、その顔では
I
聞
love
くま
this
でもないと
smug
思った
look
だ
on
け
his face, dude. It's so good. I set the teacup down with a forceful thud.
もったいない。熱いうちに味わった方がいいぞ。私が気に障るなら消えているが。
ごちそうさま。結構よ。私は茶坊主が欲しくてマスターになったわけじゃないわ。あなたもね、頼みもしないことをする必要はないわよ。
そうか。確かに私も茶坊主になったり後片付けをするために契約したわけではない。君がそういうのならばこれからは気をつけよ
う。ええ、私が求めているのは戦力としての使い魔よ。家事をこなすサーバントなんて聞いたことがないし、する必要も特にないわ。
Don't you know? This is the hero of all housewives. He's the ultimate housewife.
特にはないとはどういう意味かな。
別に好きなようにとって結構よ。それよりあなた自分の正体を思い出せた？
Archer shake his head in a negative. That doesn't bode well. If he can't remember us after a single night, then his memories probably won't return easily. There are some measures I can try today, but...
わかった。あなたの記憶に関してはおいおい対策を考えとく。
I wonder why he's so against telling Tohsaka who he is. I think it's pretty clear that he remembers, but he just don't want to tell her. Wonder why.
じゃあ出かける支度をして、はっちゃん。召喚されたばかりで勝手もわからないでしょ。街を案内してあげるから。
He's pretty familiar with the city.
出かける支度？いや、そんな必要はないだろう。出るのならばすぐに出られるが。
あのね、そんな格好で出歩くつもり？どう見ても普通じゃないし、他のマスターが見たら一発でサーバントってわかるじゃない。私、自分から私はマスターですなんて言いふらす気はないんだけど。
ああ、そういうことか。それも問題はない。確かに着替える必要はあるが、それは実体化している時だけでね。サーバントはもともと霊体だ。非戦闘時には霊体になってマスターにかける負担を減らす。
ああ、そっか。召喚されたって英霊は英霊だものね。霊体に肉体を与えるのはマスターの魔力なんだから、私が魔力提供をカットすれば。
自然。我々も霊体に戻る。そうなったサーバントは守護霊のようなものだ。レイラインで繋がっているマスター以外には観測されない。もっとも会話程度はできるから偵察ならば支障はないが。
便利。それじゃあ本当に他のマスターを探し出すなんて難しいんだ。
ああ。だが魔術師は魔術師を知覚できるだろう。それと同じでサーバントもサーバントを感知できる。優れた魔術を知るサーバントならば遠く離れたサーバントの位置さえ把握するだろう。
Archer has in one. Masters are supposed to be capable of mages. And the more magical energy the mage has, the better they are at detecting traces of magical energy. As far as I know, however, there isn't anyone else around with that degree of power.
で、あんたはどうなの？他のサーバントの位置、わかる？
マスター、私のクラスは何か忘れたのか？遠く離れた敵の位置を探るなど、騎士上がりにできるものか？
He has a point. Archer magical energy isn't on that level. It's like that only the magically powerful caster is capable of easily locating distant foes.
わかったわ。 じゃあとりあえず後についてきて、あーちゃん。あなたの呼び出された世界を見せてあげるから。
そう目新しいものではなさそうだがね。
Dang, he's not lying.
それよりマスター、君大切なことを忘れていないか？
え？大切なことって何？
まったく君まだ本調子ではないぞ。契約において最も重要な交換を私たちは未だしていない。
契約において最も重要な交換。
Is he demanding equivalent exchange? No, that can't be it. The chance to take part in the Holy Grail War is already reward enough for a servant. There shouldn't be anything else left to trade.
君な、朝は弱いんだな、本当に。
Archer sounds exasperated. His oh so sardonic manner of speech finally gives me an idea. I didn't think of it. And he never once called me by my name.
ああ、しまった。名前。
思い当たったか？まあ、今からでも遅くはないさ。それでマスター、君の名前は？これからは何と呼べばいい？
Archer sounds sulky. Oh man, he really is a decent person. I'm sure of it now. After all, there's no tangible benefit into exchanging names. Servants are forcefully bound to their masters by the command spells. While names are key to contracting with a regular familiar, there's no need for a master and servant to be so intimate. But it's important to Archer. He's clearly trying to establish trust between comrades in arms, regardless of the command spells.
私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
Going with Tohsaka. Answer in a clipped tone, unwilling to let slip any admiration. He'll probably just call me something impersonal like master or hey you, just works out just fine for me. He's gonna call her Rin? What are you gonna say? Accept? Or to choose on Rin Tohsaka for a moment.
それでは、リンと。ああ。この響きは、実に君に似合っている。
Damn, we call her Rin? He said something really forward.
リン、どうした？何やら顔色がおかしいが。
Damn.
うるさい。いいからさっさと行くわよ、あーちゃん。とにかくのんびりしてる暇なんてないんだから。
I turned on my heel and stormed away huffing. It's so infuriating. I'm not even sure why. Damn that Archer. Did he say that just to mess with me?
ありえる。こいつなら絶対そうだ。
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. Must be all part of his plan to get me all flustered. I better be careful. Gotta work with this wise guys from here on out. I take Archer outside. Fuyuki City, my hometown, is broadly divided into two halves. There's Miyama, which is left over from the village the city grew out of, and Shinto, the developing modern region across the river. My house is in Miyama, the old part. Miyama itself split into two areas, the European-style neighborhoods, originally inhabited by immigrants from abroad, and the old Japanese-style houses set against the mountainous backdrop. Both areas are situated on hilltops along the outskirts of town. The street dividing the two residential areas are fairly normal by comparison. Excuse me. How normal, you ask? This normal. There is crossroads in Miyama. On one side lies the road going up the hill to the European neighborhoods where I live. Opposite to the road is Japanese houses, and between them is a path leading to Shinto, where my school and shopping areas are, as well as Ryudo Temple in the mountains. We come to the bridge connecting Shinto and Miyama. Years ago, a big train station went up to Shinto, bringing with it frenzy urbanization. They may belong to the same municipality, but Miyama and Shinto couldn't be more different. The name Fuyuki, written with the kanji for winter tree, is supposedly inspired by the long winters here, which by and by are pretty long. Despite that, temperatures are warm. February here is only about as cold as the very start of winter elsewhere. I bet you randomly start digging, you'll turn up a hot spring or two. Though of course our temperature weather disqualifies the town as a hot spring resort location. We got an odd climate where the mild winter suddenly turns springtime bloom comes April. This is what Shindo looks like. A number of tall buildings have been erected as if in a hurry, giving hastily developed city a distinctly artificial feel. It all happens in the last decade or so too. 10 years ago, there was a large fire that wiped out a residential area. Someone built a bunch of glass and metal buildings on the depopulated land. That's the previous Holy Grail war she's talking about. The fire. And here is the center of it all.
ここが神都の公園よ。
Oh
こ
shit.
れで主だったところを歩いて回ったわけだけど、感想は？
I do want to see Archer's reaction to this place. I asked Archer who's next to me. Of course he's invisible.
広い公園だ。だというのに人気がないのは何か理由でもあるのか。
Damn, bro, he's playing dumb.
やっぱりそう見える？まあ、ここはちょっとした曰くがあるから。
I look out over the park. You think there's a wide open space like this will have children playing it, even on a weekday. But instead, there are only a handful of people. The place feels dull and lifeless.
10年前の話よ。この辺り一帯で大きな火事があったんだって。火は一日燃え続けて、雨が降り出した頃に消えたんだとか。その後町は復興したけど、ここだけはそのままなの。焼け野原になって何もなくなったから公園にしたらしいわ。
Archer says nothing, but I can tell he sensed something odd, even if I can't see him.
気づいたみたいね。そうよ。ここが前回の聖杯戦争決着の地。私も事情は知らないけど、前回の聖杯戦争はここで終結してそれきり。
なるほど。それでこんなにもここは怨念に満ちているというわけか。
わかるの？そういうの。
サーバントというのは霊体だ。そのあり方は怨念。
They bullshitting.
故に同じ無念には敏感なのさ。街中でも濃い場所はあるが、ここは別格だ。我らから見れば固有結界のそれに近い。
Tohsaka mutters under her breath. Archer, inflectionless voice, mentioned an unusual bit of magical jargon. Innate bounded fields. Mages call them reality marbles. Reality marbles are considered one of the apexes of magecraft. They're said to be infinite close to true magic. For the last few centuries, bounded fields have served as mages' defensive barriers. To put it in simple terms, they're like a home security system with real teeth. Bounded fields are conventionally erected on a piece of land or a building to guard against outside threats. They're merely an alteration of an area that already exists. Reality marbles, however, are something else entirely. You could think of them as a space that consumes reality itself. When a mage materializes their imaginary world, a representation of a mind, and overwrites the real world with it, we call the resulting field a reality marble. A large area of magecraft that twists, no, rebuilds the world according to the mage's wish.
リン、どうした？考え事か？
She was just breaking the fourth line, explaining reality marble.
ちょっと意外だったから。こういう結界だなんて、アーチャーのくせに珍しい言葉を知ってるなって。
なんだ、知っていてはおかしいか？
だってそうじゃない。こういう結界っていうのは魔術師にとっては禁忌中の禁忌、奥義の中の奥義だもの。アーチャーであるあなたが知ってるなんて筋違いよ。
I shoot a quizzical gaze at his general direction. In reply, I feel an incorporeal sigh.
リン、英雄とは剣術、魔術に長けたものを指す。アーチャーだからといって弓しか使えないと思うのは勝手だが、私以外のサーバントにそんな楽観は持たないでくれ。
Oof. That does make sense when he put it like that.
わかったわよ。今のは軽率な発言だったわ。次からは気をつけるからこれでいいでしょ。
リン、ズバリ言おう。君は優秀だが、それゆえに他人を過小評価する欠点がある。成人するまでには強制したまえ。
Damn.
何気に失礼なこと言うわね、あんた。
Rake my habit. He's talking about me like an unruly racehorse.
いや、失礼。別にリンがジャジャ馬だと言ったわけではない。
Then he knows.
単にイメージ通りの表現を使っただけというか。
なおさら悪いわ。
My right hand suddenly flutters with pain.
リン、
ちょっと黙って、あーちゃん。
The command spells on my right hand hurt. They're throbbing, almost like a dull alarm warning their owners.
誰かに見られてる。
I scan my surroundings. I mentally weave a detection web and cast it out over the park.
私じゃ見つけられない。あーちゃん、あなたは？
難しいな。私には視線すら感じられん。
ってことは、見てるのはマスターね。
I don't know who it is, but if Archer can't tell, then it must be a master. We don't have all 7 yet, but the fighting could still start at any time. Maybe whoever is watching me is up for an early skirmish.
レイジはレイジに反応する。マスターであるのなら、誰がマスターであるかは出会えば感じられるということか。だが、それならリンにも相手が識別できるのではないか。
ええ。けど、高位の術者なら自分の魔力ぐらい隠し通せる。いくら霊樹同士が反応するって言っても、その霊樹だって魔力で発動するものよ。大元であるマスター自身が魔術回路を閉じていれば見つけることは難しいわ。
I gotta get lighter headphones. This one's heavy as fuck. Headphones hurting my neck.
厄介だな。では、こちらはいいように位置を知らせているということか。
でしょうね。まあ、私だって家探しすれば魔力殺しぐらいは見つかるだろうけど。
必要ないと？
そう。だって隠さなければ向こうからやってきてくれるでしょ。こっちから出向く手間が省けるわ。
Archer doesn't respond. Maybe he's irritated with me.
何よ、自信過剰はいけないって言いたいの？
You know, Rin, even though she's a talented mage, the other masters. Okay, maybe just Ilya. I think the only master that's better than Tohsaka is probably just Ilya, and that's because she got like infinite mana. I ask a little defensive, thinking of our earlier exchanges. Archer mentally brushes the question aside.
君はそのままが一番強い。はあ、小物には付きまとわせてやるがよかろう。
I can feel the smirk on his tone. I'm not saying like I like what he said, but it isn't enough of an olive branch, I suppose. We start walking around town again. I spent a day taking him to all the important places, even dropped by some of the less significant spots that might be useful to know. After dinner, I make for our final stop. It's now after 7 in the morning. There's a good chance to show him the best vantage point in the city. We get the iconic scene. Tohsaka riding on Archer's shoulder. The Rin House. We're atop of the tallest building in Shinto. The commanding view of the city makes for a fitting end of a tour.
どう？ここなら見通しがいいでしょ、あーちゃん。
はあ、将来君と付き合う男に同情するな。よくもまあ、ここまで好き勝手連れ回してくれたものだ。
何か言った？あーちゃん。
素直な感想を少し。と、確かにいい場所だ。初めからここに来れば歩き回る必要もなかったのだが。
何言ってるのよ。 確かに見晴らしはいいけど、ここからわかるのは街の前景だけじゃない。実際にその場に行かない
Yeah,
と
she forgot
街の
his
作りはわ
class,
からないわ。
Archer.
そうでもないが、アーチャーのクラスは伊達ではないぞ。旧兵は目が良くなければ務まらん。
そうなの？それじゃあここから家が見える？あーちゃん。
Of course.
いや、さすがに隣町まで
Oh
は見えない。
no.
せいぜい橋あたりまでだな。そこまでならタイルの数ぐらいは見て取れる。
Yeah, that's pretty good.
嘘。タイルって橋のタイル？
I didn't expect his vision to be as good as the telescope I often see on rooftops. Sharp eye doesn't begin to cut it.
びっくり。アーチャーって本当にアーチャーなんだ。
God damn it, Rin.
リン、まさかとは思うが、君、私をバカにしているんじゃないだろうな。
そんなわけないでしょ。たださ、あなたってアーチャーって言われには弓使いっぽくないから、つい勘違いしてただけ。
What the hell?
それは問題発言だ。帰ってから追求しよう。
With that, Archer goes quiet for a while. He must like the landscape from up here. He's probably considering the layout of the city. I shouldn't interrupt him while he's thinking. I step away from Archer and approach the edge of the rooftop. All I can see here are the lights below. Headlights flow through the streets, and I can make out people on the way home from work. I can tell what kind of cars there are in, or who exactly is walking. I can see them, but not clearly. It's not unlike how I could tell someone was watching me earlier, even if I couldn't pinpoint them.
少なくとも神道を根城にしている奴が一人いる。
I squint down towards the ground. There are 7 masters in total. I don't know who they are, nor which servants are with them. At this point, every master is probably gathering intelligence on the rivals. Suddenly, I feel someone's eyes on me. There's no reaction from my command spells. I simply sense that someone else is looking at me.
下？
I peer down. People are walking on the street, but one in particular. It's Shido is gazing up at me as if staring at the moon. I'm not exactly sure who that is. I can't say for certain, and yet I know exactly who. I can believe that guy. What he's doing out this late.
リン、敵を見つけたのか。
Now, she noticed Shido. Out of all the thousands of people she sees. Archer calls out to me. Maybe he can make out my rising hostility.
別に。ただの知り合い。私たちには関係のない一般人よ。
Unable to clamp it down, I irritably snap back at him and step away from the roof's edge. He couldn't have seen me from the ground. I'm sure it was just a coincidence. I haven't given myself away. And yet, the mage started screaming at me for allowing an eyewitness to catch sight of me. By the time I get back to Miyama, it's 9 o'clock p.m. Unlike Shinto, Miyama is mostly residential. After 9, there isn't really anyone outside, and the streets are silent, as if it's much later at night.
こんなところね。街の作りは大体わかった？
ん？ああ、町のことならわかる。あとはおいおい掴んでいくさ。
なら今日はここまでね。私もまだ本調子じゃないし、家に戻って休みましょう。
I start up the hill at a relaxed pace when I notice someone up ahead.
あれ、さくら？
Oh, Sakura and should I spoil it now? Yeah, I guess. Because this scene confused me when I first saw it. It's Sakura and Gilgamesh, right? Uh-oh. Now would not be a good time to run into her.
リン、何を隠れている？
I never really understood this scene, but you just gotta remember this scene all the way till Heavens Fills.
黙ってて。あそこにいるの知り合いなのよ。今日は学校休んだし、あんまり顔を合わせたくないの。
As I answer, I keep an eye on her. In the middle of the street. This is the first year student I know. Yeah, fucking goatee over here. Yeah, you gotta remember this scene. You just gotta remember the scene all the way to Heaven Feels, because you won't understand the scene at all until that final route. But you'll remember it. If I remember it, you could remember it. The scene's pretty memorable. Here's the first student I know and a foreigner I don't. They're talking. No, it looks more like he's trying to pick her up while she's rather be anywhere else.
リン、知り合いとは外国人の方か？
いいえ、知らない。この辺りは洋館が多いから、どっかよそから遊びに来てるんじゃない？
Even as to finish sentence, I'm mentally telling myself off for being so soft on that girl.
あ、じゃあ、あいつ
おー
人間？
She knows?
さあ、実態はあるから人間なのだろう。少なくともサーバントではない。
そうよね。マスターでもないし、ただの血は喧嘩か。
Though even I know that she isn't the sort to get caught up in something like that.
二人とも言ったな。女は坂を登っていく。
I feel bad for Sakura. She lives in that shithole.
男は
Why can't she, like, I don't know, move out when she was in high school? I guess she got no money. I don't know, man. I always see that in anime, right? They like, but then you gotta remember they ain't paying no fucking bills. Their fucking parents are paying it, and then they got the pleasant excuse of, oh, my parents work overseas situation in that anime cliche. So it's not like, you know, she could really move out. The blonde-haired man descends via the street we came by. Does he look at Tohsaka? No.
それじゃああなたはここを使って。私はもう眠るけど、何か質問はある？
Do Archery even need to sleep? He's a ghost.
とりわけ重要な疑問はない。すぐに戦闘を仕掛けない君の判断は正しいよ。今夜は魔力の回復を行うべきだろう。
それじゃあ明日、今朝の紅茶をよろしくね。
Oh, she's in a good mood now. Once I'm back in my room, the fatigue washes over me.
そうだ。眠る前にきれいに連絡しないと。
That annoying priest left me a message. By now, he's probably sent for a backup mage. It isn't my problem, but he is my legal guardian. I owe him a phone call at least.
電話と。
I punch his number into the telephone. Before long, the fake priest picks up.
きれい？私だけど、昨日サーバントと契約したから、正式にマスター登録お願い。
There's a brief pause. Kirei's silence is deafening. I can feel a weight even through the earpiece.
いいだろう。ではどうする？一度こちらに顔を出さないか？君のご両親から預かっているものもある。君がマスターになった場合にのみ、成人前に伝えてほしいと頼まれているのだが。
ああ、それって父さんの遺言のこと？それならもう解読して手に入れたからいいわ。それじゃ気が向いたらお邪魔するからよろしく。
待てリン。マスターになったのなら。
I hang up before he finishes. If I had to listen to Kirei nagging while I'm this tired, I have a feeling my magical energy would be drained away instead of recovered.
さて、これで準備は終わりっと。
All that's left is sleep. Once I open my eyes, it'll be a brand new day. 10 years ago, my father fought as a mage in the Holy Grail War and lost. Now it's my turn to risk it all for the same prize. It's okay, Rin. She lost her family 10 years ago. All of it. All her family. That shit was sad. Especially in that R0, the Fate Zero scene where she visits the tombstone. Dude! I ask of you, are you my master? Yeah. Let's see. Saber! Let's see what unlocked so far. Let's see. Shido, Saber, Rin, Sakura, Tiger, Archer, Kotomine, Shinji, Soichiro, Issei, Ayako, Saigusa, Makidera, Himura. There you got majority of characters. Hey. Back to the title. What does the title look like? Zoom. Oh, we're still in Prologue. That's right. As long as we're still in Tohsaka, we're still in Prologue. Wait a minute. So, I guess the only way to stop it is this way, right? I hope that's it's still saved. So, yeah, they fixed it, dude. The problem. Nice. Well, they fixed it. That's nice to know. So now I can recommend it. All right, if they fix it, this is an easy recommend. $28, $27 right now for one of the God. Wait, is it really the Godfather? Not really. It's not that old, but one of the GOAT visual novels of all time. All right. Yeah, there is that new buzz of right, Rich at the Holy Night, Tsukihime remake. They are the newer productions, right? But I mean, in my opinion, I still think Fate Stay Night is the GOAT. Even though, bias aside, I do respect Tsukihime, especially the remake, to be a better story, right, and a better visual novel than Fate Stay Night. But because I started, right, with Fate Stay Night as my first visual novel all those years ago, this is my GOAT. And this was always be my GOAT. It's hard to replace, right, your first, just like Saber. Saber will always be my girl. Anyway, I appreciate everyone that stopped by. It's been cool. It's getting late, and it's a work day, unfortunately, so I have to wrap things up. We'll play more Fate Stay Night and continue the prologue on the Tohsaka POV later. Alright, later, bye.